Hello and welcome everybody to the next session of Genesis. Without further ado, I'm going to hand it off to the Master of Ceremonies. Fray, take it away.
Yeah, there we go.
Mhm.
Okay, hello everybody. Thank you all for coming back. Sorry about the little delay. I stayed up way too late playing Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous with Vera and Yinf, and I slept in, but we're all ready now.
Mind you, this game does not have co-op. They just were playing coinciding.
We were just standing next to each other, telling the great story of how Vera lost his legs and became a dwarf. Anyways, punished Vera aside. Let's do a quick recap because it's been a little while since we had the last one.
Once he was beloved, now he is belegged.
Once he is beloved, now he is blighted, blighted with the curse and pain of having
Punished.
no knees,
Unlegged.
unlegged, and then you've just showed a blade. Anyways, quick little recap as to get everything rolling. The last session you guys did attend the party, and well, frankly, the last two sessions you actually attended the party. For majority of which, no one really happened to notice that Ausar was acting suspicious and weird, like he had never met you all before. And truth be told, this gave them plenty of ample opportunity and time to set up their next attack. The equivalent of a bomb, or let's call it a Genesis bomb, went off in the center of the party, blasted everyone around. Some of our party members even got injured enough to the point that they were unconscious, but thankfully, due to some quick thinking and getting everything on their feet, most of the people, if not everybody, was evacuated from the party and everybody got back up. It was a little bit tumultuous, of course. There was a long lost love who was nearly putting our dear friend Marquis on the bricks for potential kidnapping, and then ended up getting away. And we couldn't ever forget that our dear child Doku, all of 2 years old, running around the party after everyone had left because nobody brought them with, and after leaving a child in a burning building, promptly searched around and found themselves a strange looking coin, and subsequently ran down the side of the building just as it started to collapse. Thankfully, they were saved from their death by Valen, who managed to get there right after a rock clocked Doku in the back of the head. The building thankfully did not end up completely collapsing afterwards. The Pillar Knight of that district flew by and reversed the gravity there with a pretty quick spell. And from there and the days following, the building has since been in that stasis. You all have climbed yourselves out, you've regrouped, and decided, of course, to take a break at
Gas station.
at your oh so favorite place, a gas station, where along the way you picked up Marquis sitting on the side of the road, looking dejected, as most of you all
If I had
would.
a cigarette, I'd probably be smoking it. Let's
If
be real here.
if I had a cigarette, I would be addicted. Understandable, and that is
You with that.
yeah. And that is where we left off last time. The bombs that went off obviously were clearly set up by someone disguised as some of the Pillar Knights. You gathered that much, and seemingly everybody has escaped. Now here you are, the eve after the disaster, at a dirty gas station, and I will allow you all to decide where you go from here.
Well,
Real quick, actually, if we're buying stuff from the gas station, anyone fucking want to buy just like a big bottle of alcohol? Just flat out.
What if I told you that I already have?
Malt liquor.
Apparently, Gene already has some.
Awesome. Great.
Genevieve is going to abstain from that for now. She keeps it purely to when there's actually a party to be had. Right now, there's not really much to be
You already got
celebrated.
wasted.
And I'm just freshly getting off of being wasted. Yes.
Tuari is currently applying
Our
gas
turn.
station aloe vera to his chitin.
Gas and aloe vera.
Primrose is distraught completely.
Why?
Why is this?
Out of character.
Why? Asked the child that just got done nearly getting killed running down the side of a burning building.
Why are you upset?
Because I just there was a bomb in that party. That was a disaster, a complete disaster. The thing that happened back at the hospital happened again at this party with multiple people gathered around. You know how many people could have gotten hurt? You could have gotten hurt. I could have gotten hurt. All of us and anyone that was there.
He did get hurt.
I was about to say, everyone got hurt.
You look
So we
around,
did,
everyone's burnt, scratched. I take a swig of malt liquor looking at her like
Well, we're
side
alive
Cal-
eye.
at the very least.
Cal, for his part, will hold up a hand and say, "I got kind of singed, so I guess I kind of count as being hurt. But yeah, I saw several people get hurt, and
I misspoke because
and,
I
well,
forgot.
let's not also forget that people also fell asleep. I think I noticed the two folks who are up on stage. They seem to have passed out randomly. Or knocked out.
And that's because they're
knocked out the biggest people that could have
pillar
helped.
knights. Oh no, they got knocked out because they're pillar knights. They're harder to kill.
Not to mention.
I'd assume my assumption at the very least was it was a strange reaction between them and the Genesis bomb.
They're fine. They're welcome.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, I'm not worried about them. What I'm worried about is the multiple fatalities, multiple casualties, the crumbled building, and we're still no closer to a lead.
I'm worried about those suspicious people in that back room.
I do know.
My patience is very quickly wearing thin. I am getting very, very tired of being one step behind the people behind this. If for no other reason than the fact that...
people in the back room, maybe, that Eugene mentioned?
Yes, the people that we don't know where they are, besides the fact that they managed to make a clean getaway with leaving behind an explosion that killed multiple people.
Hey, but I guess
You got liquor.
We are no closer to stopping this. And the longer we drag our heels, and the longer we're left waiting in the dust for their next move, being purely reactive, the more people are going to die.
I'm struggling to see where the actions of terrible people are our fault.
Not our fault, but our problem regardless, because whatever we do, we're going to be caught in this.
And the problem is, oh no, we have to act reactive. Well then, Miss Doctor, what do you suggest we do?
The fuck if I know? We don't have any leads. Everything keeps getting fucking burnt and destroyed.
I have a lead.
Say what?
Everyone slowly turns their heads.
That's pretty good.
Fray, I sent you a message.
Oh, yeah.
I met someone too, actually, too.
Yeah, Fray, check your fucking phone.
Yeah, Cal will look to Doku and say, "Define lead."
Photo evidence clues as to what might have been in the back room as the building was crumbling down.
Can I see your phone?
No, it's my.
No, I mean the evidence. Doku.
Doku, this is very important. Please.
Just like rubbing my eyes with the hand outstretched.
Doku, I promise. We're not going to play games on your phones. We're not going to run your battery dry.
I am.
We need to see the evidence.
I am.
You shut
Gene,
up.
Gene, shut up. Please, please.
evidence,
For the love of God,
please.
you're an entertaining goof, but please shut up if you're going to say that.
Yeah, Gene, now is not the.
Everyone's like, "Shut up, Gene."
I'm sorry, Gene, but
Goku would narrow his eyes at Gene and then extend his phone. And he says, "No games.
Okay.
No games.
Only photo gallery."
Yeah,
PS5
will
has no
take your
games.
phone, and I will go through the photos.
No sector runner.
The doctor should be continuing to drive.
I had completely forgotten what we took photos. What Doku took photos of, but I think it was like some sort of symbol, or I don't know.
Well, you did more than take pictures of it. You took the coin.
Oh yeah, I took the coin.
Yeah, to be fair though, you did end up taking pictures, I think, of the room.
Yep.
I remember you taking pictures of the room in of itself, and yeah, flipping through the pictures on Doku's phone, you see in the gallery that there's just a bunch of pictures with Doku doing tic-tac dances, and scuffed selfies of him getting way too close to the camera, clearly trying to take a picture of something, but the front-facing camera was on. Anyways, you do though see the room in which Doku was referring to. This is the same room that Jean had entered earlier. In fact, it was completely untouched, and you know this because you can see in the background the room that is obviously behind this one out into the hallway is ablaze, but this room is completely untouched. There, not a thing is out of place. If anything, it seems like the most disturbance were a chair being shifted, and seemingly people hurrying and leaving in a hurry, rather than actually it being rocked by the blast. On the table, you see even like a potted plant is completely undisturbed. And of course, the giant blue burning hole in the wall that is this is very adjacent to the green flames that were eating away at the building. That's pretty much everything you can describe from the picture, though.
I very much know who made those blue flames, right?
Well, yeah, you would know.
It was the Hades bitch.
It was the Hades bitch.
One easy little problem. I own you.
I.
Why doesn't?
Wait, hold on. Did you say that Hades bitch in fucking in character of curiosity?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was Hades?
Not me. Not me.
Jean has gotten so high so many times that they've actually reached into extra dimensional realities and found a god named Hades.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah. I saw the Disney musical. I saw it.
Hades nuts.
What's Disney?
Anyways,
Disney?
Anyways.
Disney or that one?
anyways.
I also found the shiny thing, and then he hands out the coin.
I guess I'll take it and look at it.
Well, are you
Fucking-
making an investigation check or
Yeah,
history?
yeah, investigation check. Because, like,
Yeah,
I assume, the symbol and all of that on it. What would I have to roll, like, to see if I recognize that symbol?
You would have to roll history to see if you could think of anything that this could relate to. A quick reminding of what this coin was. It was almost the size of like a silver dollar for the people who know what that is. A decently sized coin that would fit in the palm of your hand. On it was a black and gold coin, mind you. It's very ornate, and at the center there was a skeletal deer's head, with a crown of thorns around these curved. I said a deer's head. I meant a ram's head. My apologies.
I know what that symbol is.
Ram's head?
Ram's head. Yeah, it's
Ah,
literally just Ram's head. Just Quest's face. It's a Quest coin. Congratulations, everybody. This is where we debut that we're getting into cryptocurrency.
Oh,
Quest
boy.
coin.
Oh.
Hell yeah! I already have
At this
5.
point, I'd like to start
You may,
advertising my
you may
NFTs.
now start investing into
Hashtag to the moon.
the Night Shift NFTs.
Oh,
No.
Night Shift fun-
I'll
No.
leave.
Night Shift
I'll
fungible
leave this
tokens.
Discord server right now.
No.
Night
I mean, actually, no. You could kind of abbreviate Night Shift as NFT
you could.
if you wanted to be.
Fuck.
Yeah, starts with N, ends with FT.
Oh
Well,
no.
Okay, all right.
Aside from business
Leaving.
venture plans later, you're making a history check.
Yeah.
All right, what you
Well,
got?
22.
All right, that's good enough. You only need an 18. inspecting the coin, you would have recognized it as dated, but still something you would remember. This was originally the symbol of Grove before they dissolved. Grove was a nature group, it was basically an eco-terrorist group that branched off from Greshik after the result of the Second Great War. But after they attacked Ratir and had a huge standoff, the Pillar Knights came in and literally massacred all of them. At least that's how the story goes. And eventually, then that led into Iris taking the 10th district, well, taking Ratir and turning it into the 10th district warehouses that you see today. However, at least to your knowledge, they dissolved after that. There hasn't been any attacks or anything related that people affiliate with Grove because they've been seen as a kill on sight type of order. If you see anybody supporting them, it's jail time, that type of thing. So that's what this symbol is, and that's really all you can glean from it. The coin itself, you have no idea. Admittedly, wait, what?
Nothing. I'm just trying to think why the fuck Yaster?
Iliaster, yeah.
Iliaster, okay. In my notes, it's missing like the fucking ill part of it. Fuck, why would he have that? He's an asshole. I guess I would toss the coin back to anyone that wants to fucking look at it. It's
Sorry, I
the
didn't
coin
hear.
has a symbol of Grove on it.
What did you say about Iliester? I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything. I just heard you bring up his name.
Oh, basically, it's I would have said, because with the blue fire, someone saying Hades bitch and Grove, it's very much like, why the fuck would Iliaster have that? He's an asshole.
Eco-terrorists aren't necessarily the best people either, but
Yeah, I know, but like
I love
generally, it's the
eco-terrorists,
level
shut
of, they
up.
want the best for the world, and Iliaster's a dick.
No, yeah, Tuari's just gonna look over to fuck, Marquis.
Yeah.
The Marquis.
I couldn't fucking remember your name for a second. It's like, I mean, this doesn't really surprise me. He did shoot me in the face after all.
Now that doesn't surprise me, but being part of an eco-terrorist group does.
This more or less confirms something we already know, that the 10th district attacked was Grove, and that they have a continued involvement in this. That, or they're being implicated.
Red herring.
Yeah,
Framed?
it is a potential implication. It seems like that was very deliberately left there, given the evidence.
Exactly, which makes me think that if Iliaster was part of Grove, A, color me surprised. B, if he's not, this is just him trying to pull a ploy, I guess.
I do believe that Grove is part of these events, if for no other reason than the young tiefling girl who I know so well. I could absolutely see her revenant championing Grove.
I'll pass around the coin and the phone, by the way, to people if they want it.
But I don't fully trust this is necessarily...
Not you. You get the point.
Yeah, those building crumbling flames are exactly what happened back in the 10th district. They attacked no flesh, only artificial and inorganic matter.
Says you, I got burnt. Shut up.
By which flames?
The explosion.
The explosion.
That first
The explosion
initial
was
one. I
different.
think I got knocked out.
The flames are what took the building apart. The explosion was different.
I can't help but feel like they definitely want something, but what is it? What do they want? What are they trying to do?
Grove
we should probably compare some level of notes.
Grove had a very particular mission, and that was more or less, and Fray, It's been a bit, so correct me if I'm correct, but Grove's general mission was the dissolving of general modern civilization and its artifices, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're pretty much good on the money there. Primarily how Iris is manipulating the magical weave of Genesis itself. Genesis in of itself used to be a single entity. Iris then fractured it and had been manipulating it, and it's split into two different varieties. Grove, having formed after the Second Great War, came, and you're absolutely correct, wanted basically the destruction of how they were using this, their magics, and subsequently basically modern society.
So, Grove, as I understand it, will settle for nothing less than Iris plunging to the ground and crumbling to ruin.
As a side note, we should probably compare some level of notes, because I don't know about you all, but I passed out after the first explosion.
Yeah,
And then I was a little bit
out of it.
preoccupied.
Well, so there was the initial blast that knocked a few unconscious and killed several more. I remember seeing that. And it was a bit of a blur while I was treating the wounded. But following that, flames began to spread across the building, much like those in the 10th district, started dismantling and disintegrating the building around us. We got those we could out in the time we could. But besides that, I remember, I forget what was her name. One of the knights ushered me out once everybody had been evacuated. Beyond that, I don't remember very much else, or I didn't see very much else. I was too focused on getting people out.
Well, clearly there are people working within the inner circles of the Pillar Knights.
As a small.
Yes, otherwise they wouldn't have managed to infiltrate in the way that they did. They're very clever in how they work. They're very organized and methodic. As for how we can figure out who these people are and how to stop them, we need more information. I mean, I got a video recording of 3 of them escaping, but other than that, I have my memory.
I see
We should definitely check back with Alsar, since one of them was clearly disguising as him. And I actually regret not realizing that sooner.
Or were they disguised as?
It stands to reason that if one of them was disguised as Alsar, the rest could also be in disguise.
I know, but what I'm saying is who all were they disguised as? That way then... Because Alisar is getting targeted, so we might as well see who else is getting targeted in this matter.
The other 2 Pillar Knights, just for your memory, was the one who walked in that looked like your sister. And if my memory serves me, it was also Torrent, the Pillar Knight that was messing around with the pool.
Yep. I just wanted to check because it was like, yeah, man, you know, like I it's all these Pillar Knights. I'm like, who were they?
The Pillar Knights are being targeted.
If that's the case, after we get done with looking at Dr. Worf's home, Lazarus's home, Dr. Worf's and Lazarus's home, we should probably start investigating those 2 districts. There must be some reason why they're targeting those Pillar Knights out of everyone. To at the very least frame them for a lower standing. Alistar is obvious enough. He's a poster boy. Worf follows behind him, so ideally that might be trying to lower their name. But I have no idea why they'd be going after Vera.
Most immediate conclusion is that those are the people that were either most counter to their beliefs or aren't in their pocket.
They some of the most powerful. I understand
If
all of the Pillar Knights are very powerful, but those three in particular, aren't they, would you say, more of a thorn in the side of Grove?
Potentially.
Because as it currently stands, I have a theory, and that theory is being that since Grove wants the dissemination of society, specifically Irisian society, it makes sense that they would target these pillars of security and safety for Iris, since if you want to destroy Iris, you'd ideally go for the things keeping it together and keeping it safe, protected.
Stands to reason.
And you
Undermining it, potentially getting the people to come to their own conclusions and ostracize their best chance at defense. Sounds like the kind of sabotage that would work at undermining society.
Hey, before we
Yes.
go down too far this line of thought, Fray, is there any way to know like the order of strength of the Pillar Knights?
It's always been very much up in the air. Most people generally go and assume that Jorn Vettel, who is the Pillar Knight of the 2nd District, is generally considered one of the strongest. But that's because he flaunts the fact that he is a dragon, and also a Pillar Knight.
I was about to say, I'm pretty certain one Pillar Knight is a dragon. So
Yeah.
we're looking at pure strength. Got looking at number 2 here, baby.
Yeah. But the rest are all kind of relative, is what it's been seen. Most Pillar Knights don't really make a habit out of showing off. There are a few here and there, but most of them are all what most people assume to be relative in power, but no one ever really knows for sure. There is an Alsar fan club. There is a Karn fan club. You know, people debate about this like, online all the time.
You lot sound like a group at PillarCon.
Yeah, exactly. PillarCon happens, and not only that, but on Reddit, you see a lot of people on like, r/3chan, on r/Pillar Knight, r/Night Fight, it's just how it is.
Yeah. I soon wanted to stop and ask that before like they're going after the strongest to make them look weak, and I'm like, hold on real quick.
Well,
Let's.
not to make them look weak, but like
I know what
reasoning
you're
with it
talking
was,
about,
like,
to make
they're
them less
disguising as
trustworthy, but
them.
that's why I wanted to
Yeah.
stop and like double check.
Yeah, like not for weakness, but to make society ostracize them, and then have to be like, okay,
Yeah,
we're getting
but
rid of these pillar knights.
yeah, I
We'll
know.
have-
It's never you bring that up. It's very much
Yeah.
there's like, yeah, but the standpoint still remains that the Pillar Knights are all roughly on the same level of power. So it'd have to be some reason why they decided to pick those 3 out of everyone else. Because if they're going after the most public to make them look bad, you'd go after, why'd I call them Vera? They'd have to go after.
What?
You cut out.
He died mid. Oh no! his
Or he
computer
just
died.
blue screens.
He'd have to be immediately taken out by a sniper shot.
Oh
Immediately
no!
assassinated.
He drank too much.
He's talking too much.
What a shame. What a shame.
Gets a
Cal was gonna ask for the coin. Yeah, he'll hold out his hand and say, "Hand me the coin. I want to try something."
Coin is handed.
Whoever has the coin, because
I think that they were just passing it around. So, what you looking for?
I want to ask her something.
Oh boy.
Yeah. The resident in my head.
The voices in my head. I have a question. Do tell.
Yeah, I will.
What is
Yeah,
the question?
I'll hold the coin up to my eyes, and I'll kind of mentally ask her to give me and us some guidance in this situation, some sort of hint if she has one, or what kind of insight she can give into this.
For oh my goodness, 1 second, Fray, come here. There you go. For a moment, you feel a presence almost that is constantly draped over you, unclasp their arms around you, and kind of snake to the front as you see the ghostly form of the masked woman manifest proper. She inspects the coin and very curiously looks and oh, there goes the imp. No, it's okay. I'm
He was
assuming.
assassinated.
Yeah, he literally got killed. All right, don't talk about it. Campaign over. Okay, there we go. He's back.
I'm back.
The PC has been super ass lately and has been fucking
No,
occasionally.
we assumed you crashed.
Yeah. Last thing that fucking heard.
We were talking about you and Junebug were
Yeah.
sorting that out. And we'll get right back to that. Just to continue, we jumped over for just a quick second. So,
That's fine.
yeah. Eventually, though, the spirit is inspecting the coin closer, and continuously moving around. Really, at this point, their body hasn't manifested. It's almost like it's just a head floating around in a mist. And as we turn that down, as eventually she stops, she looks you in your eyes and goes, "This oh wrong. It is not Rashiki. It is metal. I do not use metal. But finding it feels like home. There's something in there. Tread carefully." And then she fades away.
Okay, Cal begins. He's a kind of tall, wolf-like ears, kind of tilting to the side, to either side of his head. And he turns to the others and says, "There's a possibility that they might not actually be from Grishik. That maybe, just maybe, someone is posing it."
That's part of the reason why I'm not operating on the full assumption that it's Grove. But it's still a level of whoever they are, you have to still look at their motives. It's good to know that they might not be Grove for sure.
And that's what's so hard about this. We can't tell if they are or aren't. They have a kind of plausible deniability almost.
I'm going to use one of my I know a guys.
Oh man, okay. Who do you know?
An old ex-member of Grove. Because for a while I lived in the Undercity. A lot. I assume I would know some people who are also trying to hide from the law.
That makes sense. Well, that absolutely works. Now, the question is, are you going to be heading to the Undercity to meet this person?
Probably not right now.
But I will say we will mark that down that you do indeed have some information on that. In particular, you know a guy who he doesn't talk much about it. He was there during the Ritiri uprising and subsequently the massacre of Grove. Now he's a little older. He runs a small shop in the Undercity, a small little incense shop that he occasionally comes topside to peddle his wares before going back down. He doesn't make a big name for himself, but you know of him because when you first got yourself out there, he tended to his garden, a garden that he always kept very secret, but he was always very fond of.
I do know someone that might be able to tell us a little bit more about Grove. Probably not now, though.
I may know someone that could appraise it, but that's about it.
Primrose is just gonna look
He's
at
the
the
next
coin
member of
as it's
Grove.
in Kel's hand. Just stares
Hmm.
at it. We
Also,
could
price.
go back to Elsar first, since he didn't answer his phone when I called him. That concern is it's rising. So I wonder if something happened to him, or if he's just doing his usual Elsar thing of not caring.
Do you mind if I... Oh, go ahead.
Considering how quickly, I know it was his district, but considering how quickly he rushed in with the last fire, the fact that he's not shown up is itself a concern, I think.
Yes. Actually, should we try to call him again?
Go ahead. It could be there was some interference or something last time.
Perhaps.
Hmm.
And Primrose will take out her
Now I
phone.
probably might need to stop by the apartment again.
Yes. I'm gonna try to call Elsar again.
Okay. You call, and it rings, and it rings, and it rings, and then you hear the line pick up.
Hello? Elsar?
You hear a shuffling, like there's something knocking it around, and then you hear a very distant voice. It sounds like they're trying to put the thing on speakerphone. It's just not working. And you hear a come alone, and then eventually it finally goes "Doo-dum," and hangs up.
Okay. I barely understood any of that. There was shuffling and someone saying "home alone," and then it disconnected.
Did I
Won't
hear
ever know.
Did I hear that voice?
I think
It was sort of distant, and I think it was on speaker, but
I think actually in this instance, Primrose would have put it on speaker so everyone could hear.
okay. You know, Genevieve is gonna say no. I don't think he said home alone. I think he said come alone. I think our dear Alsar has been kidnapped.
Matt,
You know, I'm just gonna put this out there. Maybe try calling back. Say, hey, I couldn't hear you last time. Just to put that out there.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be perfectly happy to raise their voice so that we can perfectly understand who they are.
No, Matt. Do I know that voice?
It was really hard to tell, but a few moments later, you get a text message. Primrose, actually, not just Primrose, all of you. It goes to the group chat, and it just simply says, 8th District, 3 days from now, East Entrance.
Side note, out of character. What would the villains here do if the party literally gonna go? The fuck does this mean? Do you know? No. You know?
Do we know what's in the 8th district?
I send the following gift that put in tavern menu into the group chat.
Bro.
Sketchy, bro. That's actually what Doku says.
Yeah, it's actually how Doku's like, yeah, bro. Anyways, that is a good question though, Jules.
Well, like villains do this all the time, and they go, "Meet me here," and give vague details. Like, what if the party that can't figure it out?
Yeah, doesn't show up. They're like, yeah, we went to the wrong entrance.
We went to the wrong east entrance. There's like 10 of them.
Come to Hayes Square. Turns out there's 3 Hayes Squares in the city.
Can I type
which
in
one?
the group chat and respond? More info.
More.
I'm sorry, I don't,
Be more
I don't
specific.
understand.
I'd like to speak to your manager.
Instructions unclear. Accidentally crashed through a convenience store.
God, this is not how you write an RSVP. Oh.
This is not.
Anyways,
But that is a good question. What do we know about the 8th district?
So the 8th district is where you all first met.
Yeah.
That was Alsar's district. It was honestly a pretty normal district. It had a lot of high traffic, but it was a business and it was also it was a residential area. It was suburbia basically. But very high class suburbia, I guess I should say.
Upper middle class.
Upper middle class, yeah. It was a pretty nice, quiet area. There wasn't too many issues, and of course, there was the hospital and everything. Subsequently, I know that you all had to end up going there anyways because you wanted to go and inspect the sub-basement lab at the Greiger Hospital. But eventually, though, and I will bring this up, you do get a not a message back, but a coordinate, like a not like a GPS tracker, but
it's like a geotag basically.
like a geotag.
Right. My concern is they said 3 days from now and gave a location and now give a geotag. Why 3 days from now? Why shouldn't we just go there now? So
They're
after
laying
this,
low situations that they're trying to get done. There can be a variety of reasons.
this is the natural progression, right? In stories like this. So when they respond with that, I am going to ask, what if we don't show up?
I'm sorry, wait, did you say this is the natural progression in stories like this? What?
Yeah, because I'm breaking the fourth wall.
Are you operating purely off of books that you've read?
Yeah, literally. I'm
Look at
breaking the
Primrose
fourth
being
wall.
genre savvy.
I didn't say that in character.
No,
I
I'm
said that out of
not.
character.
No, that was in character.
No, I said that out of character. I'm saying
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Primrose
This
and I
in
have the
character.
same
I was
voice.
like,
I don't do
wait,
an accent.
Primrose, hold on. You're responding based off of books you've read.
According to my essay, sorry, my favorite book,
According to this
mystery book.
According to this peer review article I wrote 10 years ago.
There was a mystery like this in the
According
Tuffy.
to Max Johnson and the Thunder Thief.
Oh.
Yeah, it's because
It was from my favorite mystery by the Tuffy Boys.
The Tuffy Boys. Oh my god. That's that part of the session we've devolved into.
Into
off-brand
half-veiled references.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Anyways, they don't.
They don't. So I guess in character, I'll say, "Huh, this is weird. Usually in video games like this, you'll ask if you don't show up, and they'll respond with some kind of threat or an image of the kidnapped person in some disheveled state or something."
I don't think Alistar is kidnapped.
Yeah, I will say though, no, he said he doesn't think Alsar's kidnapped.
I'm sorry, it's about swig.
So big.
Just devolves into just baby burbles.
Takes another swig. Eventually, though nothing comes back immediately, you do inevitably get a message back again. And mind you, I should clarify that you're trying to translate these messages. It looks like it's being typed by a 5-year-old.
Yeah, it looks like Alice how he types.
Yeah, no, not even that. It's not even like Alsar speak. It's literally like Hujva hi. Like they're just like rolling their hand across the keyboard trying to make it work. You inevitably get you do finally get a text back, and it just says tonight.
Tonight. So
Oh, thanks. You've lowered down the amount of time that we've had to 3 days to prepare and see what's happening to
well,
tonight.
that was very confusing. I mean, Why would they say 3 days from now and then give a location instead of waiting for the third day and then giving a
Because
location for the
maybe,
third day?
because maybe it'd
Additionally,
be better
I
not to arrive there immediately after a bombing when all virus is on high alert.
Moral of the story: don't have her answer the text.
Don't negotiate
I'm
with
not.
terror.
okay, out
I'm
of
not
character,
saying
I'm
what you've
sorry,
done
I'm
is
very
wrong. I'm
confused. I
just
thought that
saying.
the whole can I just finish? Out of character, I'm very confused. Sorry, guys. I understood this as Alsar being kidnapped, because it didn't make sense that it would be him typing. So
Wait, that's
Here's the reason why I never think that anything has happened to him. He's a pillar knight.
Yeah, he's he's just chilling.
so we literally just saw several get.
Anything.
We just saw several pillar knights get incapacitated.
Yeah.
Yeah, though we're wrong. Yeah, it's but like generally my baseline is like he's a pillar knight.
Okay, but do you understand like the reasoning? Like
No,
okay,
no, like I'm
call
not.
him.
I'm not saying what
There's a
you've done is
shuffle.
wrong. I'm not
There's a
saying that it was
shuffle.
stupid for you to do. I am just explaining my thought process, like you were explaining
I know.
yours.
And I'm trying to explain mine. Like it didn't like logically, it didn't make sense to me that there was any other alternative.
I will mention, by the way, while you guys are all getting these cryptic text messages, that little boop 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 noise comes from your phone, like the Amber Alert sound.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
And across the notification reads, breaking news.
It's going to be one of the two things.
What do you think those are, my dear friend?
One of them is the Pillar Knights have gone missing, like the three that we saw, or slash, like they were the cause of the bombing, or not to make everything about me. Something's gone horribly wrong, and now my name is about to get plastered on headlines. It's one of those. Is where my brain immediately.
Breaking
Or all of us are plastered. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Breaking news. Local terrorists have our images.
Yeah, local terrorists located.
No. Breaking news. Alsar King comes out as gay.
Hot terrorists in your location.
Hot terrorists.
Does Alsar is gay?
Alsar is gay.
Does
No,
our
not yet.
does
Alsar is gay?
Does Alsar is gay? Possibly. Anyway,
the truth come out.
The alarm goes, and the breaking news, once it's open, it sends you to a live feed on iWatch, which is the
we're gonna tune into that, and there's gonna be a helicopter like floating above the car.
It's gonna be right above our fire.
Terrorists located.
No. We're gonna open the iWatch, and then it's gonna be a stream of us. Then we look out the window, and
they're just right there. No. But what you do
instead of a normal broadcaster, it's the lemon kids. Like, look at these fucking lemons.
Look at these lemons. We love the lemon kids. No, but the broadcast is showing 5 Pillar Knights escorting Alsar out of a very familiar building. The building at which you have all called home for the past few weeks. The breaking news, the tagline that you're hearing from the anchor is, we've located that the bombing in the 5th district through multiple eyewitness accounts was seemingly stemmed from the Pillar Knight Alsar King. He has been taken into custody and will be tried, and potentially we won't talk any further on that one, but oh my gosh, and media keeps flying in as you see what appears to be an unconscious Alsar wrapped up in a horde of spells. There is the equivalent of a small army that is surrounding him, on top of the 5 Pillar Knights, Jornvettel at the front. and the other four Pillar Knights are the ones who did not arrive and go to the party. I mean, he's bound in magical chains and pinned down by these wrappings and bindings. He's been blindfolded, he's been gagged, and he's literally being carried out.
Rose
Like
just looks
hovered.
at Marquis with a stink eye and says, "Oh, nothing can happen to the Pillar Knights, huh?"
Granted, if you look, there's 5 other Pillar Knights surrounding the one pillar.
No
Maybe
one.
stuff can happen to them. Maybe we
Five
should
Pillar
the
Knights,
series that we're
one
trying to
Pillar
come up
Knight.
with.
Hey, out of character voice here. Maybe the house that we're living in, maybe we shouldn't be living here anymore. Just gonna point that out
No.
there.
We shouldn't. And
No.
additionally, we need to
No,
get out of
that
the way.
that building is no longer safe. You're absolutely correct.
Out of character here, of course, but
Well, no, I was going to note that in character anyway, because that place is no longer safe.
Yeah.
Anyways,
And we need to figure out a way to clear his name, because obviously that was not him at the party.
Really.
If Rorik is on that live feed, Doku's gonna point at Rorik and say, "He's my favorite."
Goku is the #1 fan of the Rorik fan club.
Also,
Really
Also-
like when he crushed those criminal skulls.
one of you say me, go.
Me go?
Okay, so while this is going on, of course, I'm gonna say the amalgamation's behind Doku, just staring at the stream that's going on. Yeah, I was picking someone who to stand behind.
Got streams on your phone?
Oh, I'm
you're
a
gonna get me, Gary. There I am.
Look, guys, we're on TV! As everyone's mugshots pop up.
Oh no.
Okay, so we have officially lost the one Pillar Knight that was most effectively in our corner. We no longer have a safe house.
We have your van. It's fine.
We find
We
somewhere.
have the van!
We
Spare.
find somewhere else.
And
To hole
also,
up for the time
Eugene's
being.
willing to have his RV.
That's true, we do have a drug van.
I know.
For the time being, we find a place to hole
wait,
up and we
wait.
re-strategize.
I think Pebby is using an I know a guy.
Hold on. I might be doing it too. I doubt it, but maybe. Just maybe.
There's
I
a lot
see
of
it.
Anoa guys that can happen right now.
That's true.
I mean, like, even Primrose and Doku used to live in the Undercity.
Yeah, my guy is that Kenku guy.
I just sent you a message, Matt.
What I do is dictated by what Fray does.
Funny enough, you both have differing ideas as to where you want to go, but you are all at a crossroads as to what to do and where to go. So, you absolutely could do all of these things. I'll let you each go one by one. Sorry, by the way, the Frayby is spinning a drum violently.
We can hear it.
As she do. What I will say is that every single one of you who has used an I know a guy so far, funny enough, does not cut into each other. So I guess technically Jules is actually not even an I know a guy, but an I know
it's
a
really
place.
not. Yeah.
I know a place.
I'm technically an I know a guy because this is just someone backstory wise.
I mean, she's written into your backstory, so it's not really using one of your I know a guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you can absolutely do that, but now keep in mind that your house was just raided and your benefactor was arrested. So, if you do want to go and speak to this one, you would have to go into the area that is currently swarming with Pillar Knights.
We could try. We just have to do low profile shit.
So whereabouts are we all right now, located wise?
Just driving around.
You guys are. You're in the 50. You're in
Seeing
the.
where the open road takes us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Engine Iris.
at this point, you guys are still in the 5th district. I've only assumed that you went to the gas station, you filled up the van, you got some stuff, and then as everything was going on, you had climbed on the road and were just kind of driving, probably honestly heading back to the penthouse.
We were.
When you got the news that Ausar had been arrested with potential terrorism.
So,
If
and
you all-
Genevieve is actually going to speak up from her place in the driver's seat and say, so, I was hoping I wouldn't have to actually say this at any point, but if things get any hotter, we may have to consider either checking down to the Undercity and holding up there, or leaving Iris altogether. This gets too much.
I know someone in Little Guadal. If you still want to trust me.
You've given us no reason not to trust you, at least at this juncture, so I don't see why not. Problem is, making our way to Little Guadal will lead us square through the city, all the way over there, and right now things are very, very dangerous.
Well, there are plenty of alleyways.
That my van will fit through?
Potentially.
You could see she's giving you a very raised eyebrow through the rearview mirror.
We can try, and if it gets scratched up, I'll pay for the repairs.
Not the paint I'm worried about, it's us getting around without being conspicuous.
If it helps, we could also try the Undercity, since that was another option. Doku and I had a place that we were staying at, and it seems like Marquis also did, but regardless, we have some options there.
I make like the hand across the road, like no.
Oh,
not there.
okay, never mind. But Doku and I had a place.
So what I say next is what Matt question DM quick. What I say next is dependent on the scene.
I don't think so.
Don't say it. Can I? Yes or no?
I'm gonna say I don't think so.
Damn, never mind.
We should probably all just like take a small moment and just be like, okay, what's everyone's idea so we don't accidentally tread on people either talking over or like getting sidetracked because someone said something. So Primrose is suggesting the Undercity because they have the one place they stayed at. Troy knows someone over in fucking Spider Boy. The doctor is also being like the Undercity. I don't really have anyone. The amalgamation is the amalgamation. Doku, you got anything you want to add on to the conversation?
Wow.
I say we bust them at it. I have nothing. I think the Undercity is a bit of a fair ways away, and I doubt that there would be any person that would be kind enough to even help us if we ever got into a sticky situation there.
The one thing I'll say right now is that tonight, at the very least, you could all probably assume that, well, for better or for worse, they've probably locked down the city and are not allowing people to enter into the Undercity. Because the way you get into the Undercity, especially with a vehicle, is a little bit more complicated. It's basically like Border Patrol. They inspect your van, they would inspect the car, they would get everything down, and while normally it's pretty lax and they only do it if it's suspicious, which, to be fair, you all look kind of suspicious. Even then, it's still a matter of actually getting down there. And with the entire buzz of everything happening tonight, that being the 5th district literally blowing up, Ausar now being arrested for suspicion of being a terrorist, and everything else that has been happening recently, it's not only super jacked up, they've probably banned people from actually going tonight.
Okay, so anyone that suggested the Undercity, their suggestion is no longer on the table.
At least not for tonight.
At
You
least
know,
not for tonight.
It's a little hot, but not impossible.
Hecky and Jake, you got anything? I'm going to assume no, but
I mean, knowing the district I come from, that's probably gonna get locked down too, so probably not there.
okay. What about you, Eugene? Okay, Eugene.
Eugene literally died.
Dylan's muted. She unmuted for a second. I'm searching the areas where she normally types messages to see if there's a
Junkies
place where she
dead.
typed them. I heard that me putting them on the spot. Okay, yeah, all right. Well, I'm gonna take that as a no. They don't know. They posted over in tavern menu.
I think that's them. I think that's them crying, saying that they have to be muted right quick. It's understandable.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I would use my I know a guy, but I might have already.
That people use enough.
You know what
Like
I
it's one of the things where like if we really want to place
Point.
Jules,
That's
did
kinda-
you
that's kinda
actually
what I
have a place you want to suggest or?
Yes.
Hmm.
Pseudo as much as the amalgamation can. After all this talking about where to go, the amalgamation's kind of looks around, looks on the van, looks out the window for no seeming reason. Just out of nowhere, starts pointing in a direction.
Would you like to expand on where you're pointing?
Home.
And that is like this one making like the go on emotion.
I'm going to assume Dr. Valentine's lab. Or Dr. Valentina.
Perhaps.
Point.
Amalgamation.
All you get is home in a direction that she's pointing.
Okay, so our options are either wherever the amalgamation is the site they want to point, or a place surrounded by
Pretty much.
dangerous locations.
Alternatively,
Valen, if we
I
went
vote for
to
the
where
mystery
you're
bag.
pointing-
It could be a car.
It could
I vote
be
for
a
that too, actually.
alternatively, if needs be, given just how hot the current situation is, I could talk to one of my old contacts that helped me smuggle the kids out of the city. See if they're still around, whether or not they're still amenable to helping us. Or if this is just... It could be that they just say no and this is too much for them. Till we ask.
That's true. Here's the question. Do you want to make those now while you're driving aimlessly, or do you want to do it with a potential safe house in mind?
We should probably do that once we know we're safe.
I leave that up to you guys. There's a you
Yeah,
are at
pretty
an
much.
you are at a crossroads that is like an 8-pointed crossroads. you could roll a ball and roll the dice and see where you're going.
I'd like to ask, Valen, if we went to the place that you're pointing to, if we went home, do you think we'd be safe enough there?
No response.
That response is a 50-50.
Here's the thing I've learned about amalgamation. You get like 3 answers out of them a day. And I know I just used 2 there, and I assume someone used a 3rd at the party. Who was it?
I can get some answers out of it.
No, Doku, no. Okay, actually, no.
No, Doku, no.
Head slowly rotates backwards like an owl.
He points out a finger coated in poison.
The
No,
ultimate
no.
wet willy.
Oh God.
Tell us. Give us the information.
Somebody hold the
Silence.
frog child
No
back.
response.
I'm not touching the frog child. Frog child has poison on them.
I ain't
I ain't
touching
touching
the
him.
frog. I ain't touching
I ain't
that.
touching him.
Literally, the one person that the frog child could touch and that would be unaffected would literally be the amalgamation. So this would just be an infinite loop.
This is the eternal poisoning, the
Also
Ouroboros.
primrose to some extent. To some extent.
To some extent.
I have
Keyboard-
ways of making you
So-
talk.
So
Look,
where we going? That's all I gotta say out of character.
Where we dropping?
Yeah, we're dropping.
Okay,
Hey,
so
look, my vote's on the
Undercity is
mystery
out of-
box.
I vote for Mystery Box as well because the Undercity is off the plate. So it's either Mystery
Yeah.
Box or Little Guero, or also
Little Guero.
we just leave Iris, but that would also
that would
just
require us to move
cause
through the
a-
Well, that's
Undercity
required
first.
going to the Undercity.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys have to get out. Now, granted, Genevieve did say that they knew someone that could potentially smuggle you guys out should the need arise.
Well, not even just that.
Um,
Somebody who could house us for a day if need be.
Yeah, absolutely. But technically both could be true.
Mhm.
But again, I leave this decision entirely up to you guys. I have no qualms about
Hard
it.
vote for mystery box.
I hard vote for mystery box.
Of course you
Am
would.
I,
Be a mystery box.
am I the mystery box?
Yeah, you are the mystery box.
Yeah, mystery box.
Yeah, like I said, the mystery box can be anything. It'd be a boat.
Yeah,
You
fuck it,
could.
let's go
It-
Mystery
it's-
Box.
It literally turns out to be just a like a brown cardboard box in an alleyway. Home.
You know what other surprises come in boxes? Bombs.
No.
That's true.
No.
You
Yeah,
want
you're
it?
right.
It's yours, my friend.
Yeah, I vote Mystery
So-
Box.
Mystery box 1,
Mystery
box.
box.
2, 3.
I'm gonna abstain. This is. I've offered my potential
One
solution.
null.
Not
Vote
no,
for the
just
mystery
abstain.
box quest.
No, I'm. You guys. This is for you guys to decide. I gave my potential solutions for you guys to decide where we're going.
Yeah, I'll also abstain.
So,
Well, sound-
we take all the abstentions, put them onto the mystery box. Mystery box!
Yeah,
Mystery
box.
box.
Street box it is.
I just want to mention, by the way, real quick, where it could even be a car comes from is every Christmas
Simpsons.
my family gets a mystery box, right? And on the website they always advertise like it could be anything. It could be even a car until every time we get the mystery box before we open it, it's like, it's mystery box time. It could even be a car.
God damn.
Generally
If
just
you
for
happen
the
to get a
well,
car-sized
but
mystery
yeah.
box one year.
Because it's like, it's like one of those like, yeah, with and inside it is bare minimum like $300 or more, right?
Mhm.
Hmm.
So there's always like, who knows what it could be? It could be a car.
So we're taking the mystery box.
Yes.
And so.
Gonna readjust the. What do you call it? Gonna readjust the navigation and off we go.
Valen is the GPS.
Yeah, I
Valen
must
is
say,
the
hey, I'm the GPS. What do you mean?
Puts
Go where
Valen on
you're
the hood of the van. What?
Oh, right, Valen, where are we going?
Point.
Right. Turn right.
Being that I have a general educated guess, and I know probably the address to Dr. Valentina's lab. Can I set that into the GPS?
Well, the lab is.
Or her? Well,
Yeah, her lab was on campus grounds.
right. Okay.
Now,
her
if you
home.
went to her house before, you'd be able to. But it doesn't really come up with anything when you go to put it in. You just remember vaguely it was in the 6th district.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean you can,
Just
and
had
through
a couple collegiate drinks with one another.
Yeah, exactly. You come on and with a combination of technology and pointing, you make your way out of the 7th district into the point. you get yourself onto the clustered highway, as everybody has been trying to leave the 5th district, and trying to get out the standard way is nigh impossible.
Damn, bro,
With
that's tough.
it takes you guys, honestly, what would normally take about a 15-minute drive, it takes you all roughly an hour to get out of traffic, get on at the 5th district, drive about 15 minutes to get into the 6th district, which is equally busy, as there's a lot of foot traffic from people wanting to see the flaming building, which admittedly you can still see in the distance, as the debris is now perpetually hanging in the air and simultaneously still on fire. But inevitably you come into a me too, kid.
I agree.
Baby approves.
Yeah, baby approves. you make your way to an older set of houses. People still live here, mind you. In fact, not too many, but you see some elderly couples, standing outside, doing the whole Midwestern, standing in the middle of the field, looking at the tornado thing. As people are there. And they're sitting on porches. It's not honestly so late into the evening that these people wouldn't be awake, but it's getting there, and the few you see are packing up and going inside. Inevitably, though, you take, following these last bits of directions, left, right, straight ahead, and you drive down the road to where, I mean, that's basically what it is. You are met with a metal gate. It's very rusted, and there's a big lock on the front. Mind you that some of the districts of Iris are not complete metropolis. There are artificial parks, there are artificial beaches even. The people who created Iris and those who have come now made it as much of the feeling of being on the ground as you can when you are towering in the air. Through overgrowth and general discare, pointed straight ahead is a path that winds through a set of trees, and subsequently is still blocked by the giant rusty gate.
All right, so who wants to pick this? Anyone?
I can.
I mean, I have a
You
better
mean?
way to do this.
I have a better way. What's the better way?
Pulls Boris out of my...
I mean,
Oh.
yeah, you could.
No. Pick luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Genevieve is just gonna heave a sigh, walk out, and fiddle with something in her coat before coming out with a set of locksmith's tools.
All right, I was going to ask Eugene, but yeah, that works. All right.
Yeah, I think Gene might still be
Yeah.
chilling.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll say that in spirit Gene is helping, just sitting out from the window and going, "You got this." So Genevieve, you're going up to try and pick this
Yep.
thing, yeah?
Genevieve is going like, one day you're gonna stop getting yourself into situations like this. One day, probably when you're dead.
Probably when you're dead. Well, that
No,
might
you're
not
not.
be too far along.
No, and then the the amalgamation says that, and then followed by,
stare.
Yeah. I gotta keep it up. Anyways, what'd you roll on that, by the way, for your lockpicking check? Oh, good.
That is.
That's a 12.
That's a 12. Not the best.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, admittedly, the lock isn't necessarily in great condition as it is.
What I'm going
Trying
to
to
do.
pick.
I'm
Yeah,
going to do
go for it.
is I'm going to pull out a masterful lock.
Oh.
Yes, the highly proofrated masterfuls. Take it, and I'm gonna hit the other one with it.
Sure, go for it.
Just
You didn't get a lock with another lock?
yes.
Fair enough.
You'd be surprised how well that works sometimes, especially with the really cheap, nasty, or especially rusty ones.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
funny enough. That is precisely. Yeah, me too, kid. That is precisely what works. You as the nice master lock collides with the rusty one.
Yeah, it's a fun fact. There is a brand called Master, which is, generally speaking, the worst brand of padlock you can put on anything. And there's videos of several lock-picking channels going like, Master Lock is so bad, you can unlock a Master Lock by hitting it with another Master Lock. And it works. Because
And it does.
Because all it has is a single, like, a few tumblers and a single pad latch, so that the what do you call it, the metal U-bend hooks into the lock itself. If all you do is just jiggle that loose, or even break the cheap ass aluminum and brass, it'll just come apart. Easy as
open.
Easy as pie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's precisely what happens, mind you. You smack this lock, and
Birdie, hello. Welcome in.
Oh.
Thank you for the follow. And yes, Lockception.
Yeah, you literally lock Septon. With that in mind, thanks for coming in, parties. One thing that I will then say is, yes, sneakily pulling out a masterful lock, you look at this old rusted lock, give it a good thwack, and it immediately tumbles. And I mean, it just snaps. It doesn't like unlock. No, it hits the ground with a thud. And now leading before you are these large rusted gates. I assume you're just going to be opening them.
Push it open, get back in the van, drive through.
Now, are you going to close the gates on the way out is the question, and the way in is the question.
I think so, yes. We don't want to...
Yeah.
We don't... Fucking... Let's see.
We don't want to tell everybody, hey, I got a great idea. Let's leave, let's break, enter, and then let everyone know we broke and entered.
Yeah, exactly. We've got to patch our tracks.
Yeah.
Let's see. I love that emote. So yes, I take the masterful lock that I just hit the other masterful lock with. I padlock it shut from the other side, and I pat my coat and then breathe a sigh of relief as I have 3 other cheap ass masterful locks in my coat just so we can make our exit quickly.
I'm letting it be known, by the way, that anybody who has a lock-picking kit, you also have 3 masterful locks. That's just how it is.
I mean, a proper locksmithing kit should have spare locks for replacement, because otherwise it's just a thieves' tool kit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I am an upstanding member of society. I only break the law sometimes.
Oh yes, we are in a van, Purdy.
Hey,
so you missed quite a lot. Everybody here is a terrorist now.
According
at
to
least
the city.
not actually. Yeah, at least so. Not even really. Their benefactor was just arrested for terrorism as a party they went to was assailed with bombs and blew up the building. They made it out, but their benefactor was framed apparently. So now they're trying to find a place to live because they can't stay in the penthouse right now. Back to this though.
Yeah, we used to live in a penthouse.
We used to live in a penthouse.
The penthouse that you see before you right now, as a matter of fact.
The lovely penthouse.
This is the ghost.
Yeah.
Of the house.
The ghosts of the penthouse. But inevitably, even though that, as I said, the floating city of Iris might not be the most known for its lush green fields, they took care in some districts to try and maintain the look of the ground beneath. And this is one of those districts. In fact, this is one of the districts that has a full forest in it. And while some people do live there, this is one of those instances of a lot of people tending to want to stay out of there. It wasn't as developed. It just made things kind of harder to get around. And frankly, it was a hassle. And so, as you curl around in this winding path, dodging potholes and fallen trees. Inevitably, through these thick pines, you find yourself facing down a relatively sizable house. At least it was once a house. Now it could be more classified as the framework of a burnt out house.
For just a flash of a moment, Genevieve, as she's pulling the car up along it, steps out, shuts the door, locks it. As people are getting out, looks up at the framework of the building. There's a flash of a memory of the old house that once stood there. And with it returns that small pang of jealousy and resentment that always kind of stood with her long, long ago. Whenever she, whenever she would, on the odd occasion, she would come over to visit for a drink. Usually as a result of like multiple colleagues going over for a day. It was a mix of things. It was constantly being confused when it came to the names. It was the fact that everybody knew Valentina, but nobody knew me. Despite the fact that we had our names constantly switched up. The fact that she eventually, tenure or not, actually managed to make enough money to have a house this sizable. The fact that she got to head up her own research project, and she got to be one of the, quote, pillars of the city defense, the city defense research projects, one of the contenders until, one of them proved fruitful and the others would be shut down. And even though her homunculus project got shut down, and Valentina did prove in the end to be a person with a conscience, and generally speaking, probably a better person than Genevieve. There's that fleeting bit of resentment, but then she's back in the present, and she sees the burnt out husk. She remembers the fact that Valentina is dead.
Your Valentina.
Right, sorry, Valentine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Valentine. Even I'm getting myself confused. Even I'm getting confused with her. She's done it to me now. No,
it might help to not be so long-winded during these segments.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's back to the present, the burnt out husk of the building. The fact that Valentine is dead, and for a second, Genevieve can't decide if Valentine is the lucky one. Before then, just swallowing a couple of placebo pills and walking up towards the burnt-out front door.
I got one word for all of you.
I'm assuming it's stare.
Stare.
Point.
Yeah.
Point.
That stare has some emotion in it.
That one had some stare.
There it is.
Yeah, when I say that this is a burnt out husk of what was once a great looking, beautiful house, it's barely, there is no roof. This place is basically almost down to its framework, as our dear Doku put it the other day, house bones. This place is pretty inhospitable, admittedly, but it's something at the very least. However, Valen.
Yes.
Can you do me a favor?
Oh boy, I sure can.
I'm torn to say if this is a wisdom, because it'd be more will. Yeah, we're gonna do wisdom. I need a wisdom save.
Oh, I'll buy it.
Good, because there is no will save in 5e.
I know.
If it's more willpower based, then yeah, that would be wisdom.
Yeah.
I got a wisdom vape.
Well, go ahead and make a save.
Hey, isn't that it? Or that should be what?
That's an 8. Party is routine of self-care. Everybody elongate your spines, take a drink, and stretch your legs.
Actually, I needed that. Oh my god.
I should
Thank you.
become elongated.
All right.
Yep,
Okay.
I mean, I will save of 8.
Well, that's great.
Roll for initiative. No.
No. A jolt
Explodes.
kind of runs through your body as even though at this point have you stopped pointing?
Oh yeah. As soon as we arrived at the gate, as soon as we arrived at the gate, all that the amalgamation was doing was just staring. But a lot
This-
more. She was
Somberly.
staring, but yeah, wasn't
Yeah.
truly there.
The urge to point has returned, and it's much stronger than it was before. While you were pointing originally because you had a faint memory of what was once here, now you're pointing with a new purpose. It actually feels like you're not even really controlling it at all. But as the party brings themselves, I assume everybody's heading up to the building.
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
It's up to you guys what you all want to do. I'll leave it at this though. I'll leave it at this one though. That the amalgamation doesn't get much of a choice.
Yeah.
You are being pulled, for lack of a better term.
Yeah. Our goopy navigator is not steered us wrong yet.
Yeah. As Genevieve at this point has, reached for the husk of the door.
I walk in.
Yeah. You're already in.
A lot of people
Yeah, I
here
think
are like, "Oh man, I have so much, emotional thing."
I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am buzzed / drunk.
I'm drunk. I'm tired, and I'm sad.
I'm tired. I'm sad. I'm walking in.
I'm 2 of those.
I'll cautiously
I
approach
walk
him.
in.
It's dangerous.
Also,
The amalgamation at this point, you feel compelled, in a sense. You are just so talkative today, huh? Aren't you? There is something compelling you into not the house, but around the house. It kind of carries you around to the back. Mind you, everyone can see you because this is barely a building.
Yeah.
And inevitably you find not even really attached to the house, but you find yourself walking to the edge of where the forest starts picking up again. And buried beneath the foliage and the overgrowth, you step on something that feels cold. It feels very hard. It's not like the ground from before. You're standing over a hatch.
Our eyes open, said hatch.
Well, that'd be great.
Roll strength check.
No. Well, actually, you could. You clear off some of the debris and the overgrowth. Why are you yelling? She threw her hands in the air like, what else am I supposed to do?
She's angry.
She do be angry. Angry little bull baby. Yeah, go ahead. You know what? Make athletics. We'll do athletics. That makes more sense. As you stare down at this rusty, basically
5.
slab of. Well, that doesn't give way.
No, sir.
No, it does not.
The amalgamation is going through some things, so they're not working well today.
Yeah. With that being said, your compulsion fades, but this rusted metal door in the ground, I shouldn't even say door. It looks almost like a sewer grate. it's a circular seal, and you don't see any way immediately to get into it. But you, as you attempt to pry it up, your fingers do not give way, or rather, the door does not give way to your fingers, and you are trapped outside.
Should we help?
I-
No.
Oh,
Uh,
I mean,
Primrose
to
is
be
gonna
fair,
go over and try to help.
hey, Fray, you don't need to say the things don't give way. I wasn't planning on stopping, anyways.
Oh,
That,
yeah,
that's great coming up, whether I
Yeah.
want to or not.
That's fair. So you all can bear witness to the amalgamation violently attacking the ground, and nothing
Something's
giving
gotta
way.
give. Something's
Something
gotta give.
gotta give. Primrose,
your
you
mind,
said
your mind crafting the ground. You're like punching the dirt.
It's obsidian and I'm using my hands.
And so Primrose, you said you're going over.
God, she's
Primrose is dead.
You killed her.
Our
Oh,
So,
God.
party is
Primrose
perishing
dead.
one by one.
Yeah, it was. You
Prim
see
says
how?
yes. Prim says yes, and on the roll 20.
Oh, I can't see the roll 20. I forgot. I never have it up because we never use it.
Yeah, Primrose says yes.
She said, yes, I help you.
Okay, well you can make an athletics check then.
She rolled a 7.
So now there's 2 people.
Oh, okay, so
God
you know
damn it.
Twar's just gonna come over there and he's gonna be like, alright, boys.
Okay, now Boris can make a strike. Honestly, we're not going to do this. Eventually, this thing is going to give way with
Yeah,
3
there's-
people yanking at it. I'm not going to make
Yeah.
you roll.
Well, like worst
Yeah,
case scenario, we can get like a
Yeah,
worst case scenario, we get like a crowbar out the back of the car or
exactly.
something.
We'll take a 10. Either way, yeah. Eventually, with yeah, you inevitably do hear the creak as this rusted metal gives way, and similar to the lock prior to this, you have found yourself staring down a dark shaft with a ladder. The grate has just kind of pulled off. There was no hatch. I mean, there was no latch. There was nothing like that. It seemingly was sealed for a reason.
I'm turning on the flashlight on my phone, going down.
You're just climbing down?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Valentina is just
Yeah,
like,
same.
Genevieve just shakes her head and goes, given the way that that Valen is pulled to this, and the fact that this is a inconspicuous grate in the back of Valentine's home, I'm going to assume this is where her backup lab is. Hopefully this will act like a nice bunker we can hole up in.
Fun.
No.
So one by one, you all descend.
Yeah.
Liquid courage, baby.
Liquid courage. That's absolutely.
I-
This is
I-
the second character you've played in this universe that is incredibly drunk all the time.
I'm only drunk when I am sad.
So all the time.
I take the plunge. Do I die?
Yes.
You know, it's a good thing you asked me to drive in that case, because you're sad all the time.
You're sad always. That's my secret. I'm always sad.
Fray will let me drive. He's too scared of my power.
Now would be a really good time
Gonna
for you to
walk
get sad.
down
That's my
the
secret, Cap. I'm always sad.
What did you say, Doku?
I'm just gonna walk down the tunnel.
Oh yeah, that's true. You don't need the ladder, so you're just while everyone else descends the ladder, Doku just kind of slinks, squishing down like a flat frog and snakes past you all.
Sounds like a slinky.
It doesn't take very long to reach the bottom, mind you. I mean, I would say it was a bit deeper than what you'd expect out of your average home's basement. But it's there. And once you all get down, you can smell and taste the stale air that's just permeating from this place. You can't really even see all that well. Dark vision, of course, for the people who have it, may come in handy. But now that I think about it, who has dark vision?
I have a flash.
Let me double check my sheet because I think because I'm a shifter, I
Oh
have
yeah.
dark vision.
Either way, we have. You
I
all have
said I
phones with
turned on my
flashlights.
flashlight
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
went
you
out.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. That's very true. So, anyways, flashlights on. You witness. This is pretty decently sized. You see some machinery in the center, as well as 3 rows. Not 3 rows. I'm sorry. 3 large tanks on each side of the room, and at the back you see several different computers and different diagnostic machines. It looks like almost somewhat like the lab you bore witness to when you slipped back in time, just for a second. And now that you're here, and it seems eerily similar, and your lights flash around, you're all welcome to investigate further.
I will do so. I'll look at the vats to see what.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you are going to do that, you have to tell me what exactly you're investigating, because if you're like, I'm going to investigate.
I would like to roll an investigation check. Tell me everything.
I'd like to investigate other people's investigating.
That's I'm just going to say
Peer review.
I'm supervising.
I would like to supervise the investigation effort.
I would like to just
I would
walk
actually-
around.
I would actually like to have a look and see if there's any documents around here, and I'd like to have a closer look at them.
All right. Whatever. So we'll all do the rolls at different times, obviously. But everybody who is investigating, declare what you're going to be investigating, and then give me the
I'll
roll
be going to the. I'll be going to the vats.
Okay, you're going to the vets. Yeah.
Where do I know this place?
Wait, what?
Would I know of this place? I was pulled to it after all.
That's a really good question. The real question is, do you remember this place?
That
Because
is a
you
good
feel like
question.
you've been here before, and that's all I'll say on that, at least for now. You can absolutely make a history check,
History check,
but-
history check, history check, history
but
check.
really that's more for lore and recalling. But it's less for personal history, but we can use it this way here. Sure, go for it.
15.
I'll give you that. You do have memories of this place. They're very fragmented and very faint, but you remember feeling as if you were underwater. That you grew up here, in a sense. You remember flashes of being surrounded by glass and being poked and prodded by different people every day, but it's very faint. Most of those memories are long gone, repressed or forgotten. You can decide, but you've definitely been here before. At least it looks like and feels like you have. Now,
So
yeah, go.
I'm trying. Where's the power switch at?
Yeah, it's basically what I'm also investigating for.
Good.
I'd also like to investigate with my X-ray head module activated.
Wait, with what module?
The X-ray one,
Oh, good.
just in case.
That's not a bad idea.
And that's a 12.
Well, that don't help. There you go. Genevieve is looking for documents in the dark, and we're gonna get to that if they find the power switch. Yinf, you're looking for the power switch. Who else is looking for the power switch?
All right, let me roll investigation because I'm looking at the vats.
Honestly, with everybody rolling, keep going. I want everybody to make a roll real quick. This is actually important.
Shit.
What roll?
Well, no. Everyone who's looking for power to make an investigation check.
I'll help.
So far, we got 13, 13. No power.
25.
5.
Not bad.
Twara, you blow up because the power isn't working.
Yeah. No, you inevitably, while you're looking around, though you've scattered about, this lab is not massive. Keep in mind, but you do see a few side rooms, nothing major. Looking in, it seems to be just like storage and supply areas. But at the back of one of these, which is a room that's kind of lined with files and everything, you do see a switch. And you only notice by the faintest of red glows that it's kind of emanating. Presumably you found it. Now the question is, are you going to swap it on? I assume so.
Yeah.
Boop. Good.
Then do I turn into the fucking? I think his name was Murray from Home Alone 2, where he turns into a skeleton after touching the electricity.
Yeah, you die immediately. Yeah, no. No. You flip the generator basically, and you hear it rumble to life, and you also feel it as you hear the as it's sputtering.
Well, that can't be good.
Eventually, though, slowly but surely, as everything kind of heats up after, oh my god, what would probably be like 20 years of no use, possibly more.
It's no use.
That's exactly what happens. The lights begin to slowly light past the filing cabinets, running down out into the side rooms, and then eventually the main room. And that's when you start to hear something moving around a little bit. You mainly hear it first, but I need a perception check from everyone in the main lab.
Including me, or
No, you're already back. You've just switched the power on. You were probably waiting to make sure it didn't die.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
What'd you get?
Jake got a
Nat 20. First
Okay.
nat 20 of the
Hey, I'm
session.
gonna give me
I
a
got a
second. I need to switch this over to
19.
disadvantage.
14.
Oh yeah, you are drunk, so yes, disadvantage.
7.
Yikes.
19.
Yeah.
And
As the
nine.
power goes back on, I can only assume that Marquis goes, I did my part, and slumped into an old chair. Like,
Yep. I want. All right, we can sit down.
Yeah. Wheels across the room,
Marquis,
props his
get back
feet up
up.
on a desk.
Marquis.
But there's something that you all hear. It starts off very kind of slow at first, but then you hear this almost metallic banging around. It's not heavy at first, but it slowly becomes that, and closer and closer and closer until everyone who got a 17 or higher on their perception.
Oh.
You would notice that there is something leaking from the vents. There's some kind of green glowing energy. I don't even want to say energy. It's like liquid. It's a goo. And
I'll put my
more
helmet on.
and more and more begins to spill.
Maybe we should leave.
Oh dear God, do you want us to roll initiative? Ugh.
This is something I have never said in the entire 9 sessions that we've actually had.
Wow.
Oh no.
Wow.
But roll for initiative, everybody.
Oh boy.
Oh shit!
Hell yeah. I've been waiting for this.
I've been waiting to fight somebody. Yeah, what's up?
It's not the shit monster.
Excuse me real quick. I need to change my initiative style to disadvantage.
You are
Let
drunk.
me scroll. Let me through here. Boom. Cha-ching.
That's an 11.
Hey,
I'm not gonna have
Oh,
much
wait,
in this
I
sheet,
remember.
but
Yeah,
that's
we're all
okay.
fucking GMs and rolls 20. We can fucking add
Do I have
our
a
token. Yeah.
That's true.
wait, do I have a token? Where is this?
I don't know.
There is.
Where are
I
you?
will. I will let
have
you
a
all
token.
know. I will let you all
I
know.
have.
That, I will let you all know that I'm not running this like a big old encounter with like a map and everything. It's mainly going to be theater of the mind.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I know, but we're doing this just so
You
we
bet
have,
that,
like, a
that
voice.
I was gonna say though, absolutely just tell me your initiative order once you get it all.
Can
Yeah,
someone
it's
add
just
mine? 'Cause
purely
I
to
didn't-
keep track of like initiatives better.
I didn't really realize we were gonna do the token thing, but it makes sense. So can someone
Yeah,
add mine?
it's
11?
just to be like, okay, well, who goes next? Like, well, I had a 20. It's like, well, I had a 21. It's like, well, all right, come
How
on.
much of a clusterfuck this fucking roll 20 is?
Yeah, don't worry about that.
What about the roll 20?
It's a clusterfuck.
Because we've used it for so many different things.
Mine
Yeah.
is fast for some reason.
4, 5, 6.
Oh,
7,
I have one. Whoops.
Yeah, well then, if that's the case, let me just real quick, boop. You know, have a turn. What's your roll for initiative?
There you go.
16.
I rolled 16. It was. Yeah.
Okay, 16. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we just need Eugene. Assuming they're in a
Yeah.
position to do you have a token? Yeah, you kind of have a token. You have like a pseudo token at the very top there. Yeah, oh, do you want to roll initiative for you?
Say that again?
No, it's I'm asking Beto because she
Yeah.
look over in the roll 20 shot. Oh, I do have a question. In the moments where we were driving over here, would that count as a short rest?
Yes, it absolutely would have counted as a short rest. Like honestly, yeah, no, it's a short rest, dude. It was only an hour. You guys were sitting in the van, sitting in traffic for an hour.
All right, I'm asking. I don't think we all healed up after the big explosion.
No, you guys didn't.
Laughs.
You
Laughs.
I assume you are there.
Unless we left you at the gas station, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Yo.
unless like you decide to stay in the van.
You know, we've just been going off the assumption that you were with us, but taking a nap. Haha.
Oh, wait, are we getting the benefit of a short rest or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
get the
can-
benefit of a short rest.
Okay, sweet.
Is the baby
so-
so good?
Yeah, she's not
Wait.
mad or anything. She's just yelling because that's her standard. That's her standard existence.
That's her battle cry, okay?
She'd be
No,
battle crying.
I'm healthy enough.
Do I get the do I get the funny Fray? I should use more. I should really use my words, or represent an
Do
image.
I get the funny?
funny?
I
Yeah.
guess.
So you guys, I said what I meant.
Also, as a side note, everyone but the amalgamation, and yeah, everyone but the amalgamation gets 7 temporary hit points.
Hoggers.
What did
Aha.
I do?
You're a tank. You're fine.
Hey, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
Lol.
Little.
But yeah, Ditto. Assuming you aren't just like staying in the van while we were going to explore, I assume you're with us.
Wait, why are hit dice being rolled?
Because we got the
Because
benefits of a
while we
short
were
rest on the way
getting
here.
we gained the benefits of a short rest because some of us got blown up.
Yeah, all of
Oh.
you got blown up.
Oh,
Just a little
that
bit.
means
You get
Let me-
health back, and you get
Yeah.
stuff back.
yeah. Wait, hold on. A 4. That is a 17. Another one. Okay. I have my health back. And also,
What also do you have? I was sitting there waiting for also.
oh, I get to reroll my poisons.
Oh, yes, you do.
Let's see, 6. Table 6. Poison 5. Ooh! And number 5.
There we go.
Okay, I got it.
Hmm.
I know what I'm starting with now.
All right. So I need the initiatives, everybody, when you have them.
Okay, putting it in descending order. It is Doku. Sorry, no, actually, no, I did that wrong. It is myself, Caladan, Amalgamation, Doku, Marquis, Primrose, Testuare, and Eugene. I don't know, Eugene hasn't... Eugene rolls?
Yeah, he hasn't rolled.
Eugene has not rolled his initiative.
Also, Lynn, what's your
Dex?
dex?
My dex, it is a 20.
12. Okay, so you go before me. Okay.
All right.
Okay, hold on real quick. It's Ethan's rolling their hit dice and everything now. So
Okay.
I think they're in a position where they might be able to roll their initiative.
Medba. Okay.
All right.
Okay,
that case-
so actually Eugene goes right after Guinevere.
Guinevere,
Yes.
yes.
Whatever.
No, it's accurate.
All right. Well then, I will actually allow that to kick off then. So after this thing has kind of formed in, oh wait a minute. Where did Primrose go? I didn't get that one.
Primrose is an 11, so in between Doku and me.
Okay. All right. Well, with that in mind, Genevieve, then that means you got highest initiative, which means
Yay.
you have witnessed this thing come down, and this slime entity starts to kind of solidify. It's just kind of like a goo, but it's glowing green and becomes a little bit more clear as it roars out at you. And takes stance. It's pretty big. And now you're standing before it.
Valentine, why couldn't you make anything pretty that smells nice?
I'm right here.
My point stand. No,
Why did
I mean,
everything?
you have to
Why did
admit, it's a good
everything have to?
question.
Why did everything have to be a goo monster with you?
That's more accurate.
Is this like the Indiana Jones thing where it's like, why is it always snakes? But in this case, it's like, why is it always slimes?
Why it always slimes?
Yeah, it's not wrong. Yeah, so Genevieve is, do I assume, well, do what she hopefully does best and try and evaluate this creature using her dark knowledge. She's going to activate that. She's 3rd level. She's going to try Yeah, her one ability in this case. So, what would be an applicable knowledge skill to this too? Would it be? I don't think it would be medicine. Definitely not nature. Would Arcana work?
Arcana could work. And honestly, given the nature of it, medicine could also work. Considering that you're in a lab where this thing was most likely created.
Fair.
Yeah, but either one, I leave that choice up to you. I would allow both.
24 on the medicine.
Okay, now what exactly are you looking for?
So, what Dark Knowledge does, in this case, allows me to analyze the creature and try and develop a better tactic for attacking it, hitting it, hurting it, countering its abilities. In this case, the application of tactics allows me to point out a weak spot or a blind spot or something about the creature that gives everybody an edge up on how to hit it. So, in this case, giving everybody a +1 to attack it.
Very good.
Oh.
Alright. Well, for keeping it in roleplay's sake, you do notice that though this creature is stomping around, it doesn't seem to have very good vision. And so by pointing and noticing that and pointing it out, you're able to kind of lend credence to everybody else to go, hey, it's probably not going to see you if you hit it over here. And so that's kind of how we're going to go with that one. Now, can you do anything else?
That is... Wow, it's been so long since I've actually accessed this doc that it's no longer in my history.
We should almost probably have more combat because some people might be a little bit more geared towards that.
Yes.
I'm not.
Most of you guys aren't.
Honestly, I'm cool either way.
Here's the thing, right? I enjoy roleplay. It's fun. It's nice. I also like combat.
I understand. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
worry. You finally hit the point where now everything's established. Things are going to be a little harder from here on out. What did you do?
Well, there goes a crit. Goodbye.
Wait,
I
what the hell?
was trying to edit something because it's misspelled, and then instead I clicked on the name. Sorry, ignore that.
God.
I'm not ignoring it.
Well, at least we know it works.
Look what
At least you know it works.
Like we ignore the damage.
Roll another one of those. It's fine.
No, I am crying. I am tearing up as we.
Google Drive.
Crying, sweating, shitting.
No.
I want to go get a Popeye's biscuit.
Go get.
With
Oh
salt.
no! Don't do it. Don't do it. You.
Yeah, you got so much to live for.
Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing, right? My initiative is so far down here, and it's taking us all
Yeah,
to
you'll-
remember.
Yeah, we.
I'm trying to find the document I had.
I'm back, and it's still not going to
Go. You have time.
Yeah. Where is the document?
If you are struggling to find it, you may have very well sent it to me in our old DMs.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be checking. Where's your old account? Here it is. Okay, so dark knowledge. Move action. Okay. So I can do a standard action. To which I am then going to... Let's be fair, we're this far out. A gunshot is going to make much of a difference. I'm going to pull out my gun from my coat, and I'm going to fire at the goddamn thing.
Oh,
Do it.
good.
Eat its bones. Eat its bones.
No. Fucking weirdo.
It doesn't have bones. All right, go ahead. Take a shot.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit.
That's 11 piercing damage.
Mmm.
The question is, does that is it what do you call it? Does it even do full damage? Considering it is a goop monster.
Yeah, I was about to say the bullet does seem to penetrate the skin, quote unquote, the skin. But you notice it doesn't go flying through. In fact, you can witness the bullet catching in the creature and then slowly stopping its rotation.
Oh yes,
It looks
with a
it
wet
looks
slap.
pained. Yeah, it looks pained, but definitely didn't do that much.
Okay, cool. I came
Okay.
back just at the end of. Yep, I predicted it. I probably
Yeah.
would have said, I shall come back, and Quest will still be doing his turn.
No, I'm
Quest
done.
actually just finished it.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you're only mostly right.
I'm going to give the most helpful insight that bullets don't work that fucking well.
Oh, really? The giant thing made out of slime. It's fine with
Save
bullets.
the sass, drunken master.
I shall take a sip from my bottle.
You're not paid.
Still sitting in my chair.
Yeah.
Give, not yet. Mark
Page.
becomes like an emotional drunk and just starts crying.
All right, next up on the initiative order is Jean, though.
My stays
Oh, wait.
cool.
Hi,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hello!
Welcome back.
I'm back.
How are you? I'm
You
wondering.
are.
I don't really have anything translated onto the Roll20 sheet, so it's okay if I
okay.
roll using the
Yeah,
D&D Beyond sheet.
Fine.
Dude, as the only reason the roll 20 is even in existence is so people can just do their stuff. You don't have to roll on it. People are rolling with standard dice. Roll however you want.
It's
Okay.
yeah. The only reason we have roll 20 is A, to have shit here, and B, for big boss fights when like we do need maps.
When we need maps.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever he pays me money.
That's true.
Okay.
I do be good money.
With Genevieve saying, "Hey, guns don't work on it," I'm gonna pull out my gun.
Are you? What are you gonna do with that
And
gun?
proceed to wait for this. It's so laggy. Why is it so? It's taking a really long time for this dice to roll. But
Yeah, the dice roller is kind of janky on D&D Beyond. I understand.
There it is. So I got a 24 to hit as fire comes out of my gun. I'm casting firebolt through it. With a 24 to hit, it's like this, like kind of spiritual blue flame, just kind of blasting it.
Look at you.
Blue flame.
You thought I had bullets, but turned sideways. What?
You thought
You thought I had
how-
bullets. You're right. Blah blah.
Guns don't work on it. Absolutely.
You thought that's what my real gun? It is.
That does hit, by the way.
All right. It only does 6 points of fire damage, but if I could, I want to use a little special feature that Peppy wrote up for me to try and force this creature to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, absolutely. All right, what's the roll? Or the DC?
The DC is 14.
Okay.
Strength save.
Wow. Well, it didn't work, which is surprising. No. I'm saying that the creature's roll didn't work. It got a 4. Admittedly, it got a 9 with its strength mod, but that doesn't matter.
Oh, so with
So
that,
it
the
fails.
blue flames kind of tend to wrap around it, and the creature is now grappled.
Nice.
I see.
I see you have mastered the art of gun fu.
One moment, everybody. Before we continue, I heard my doorbell ring. I'm gonna go grab that real quick.
In that
so I'll be
case,
right back.
I think now's a good time for a bio break.
Yeah, let's actually do a
Yes.
bio break. So I was gonna do it before the fight, and then we jumped into it, and I was like, no, we're gonna keep going. But you're right. Let's do a bio break. Get
Okay.
water, bathroom, And then we'll pick up
Yes.
finishing Gene's
Fray
turn
is a
and going to
poopy
Cal.
poopy, and
I'll
I'll
be
be
right
right back.
Yep. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Be right back.
Oh.
What a beautiful day.
Sure is.
First
The world is
instance
gay.
of combat.
In a very good way.
I have been waiting for combat in Genesis.
Me too.
Have you though? Have you?
Yeah.
Watch us die.
Watch us die.
All I can say is I'm ready to rip and tear.
Me too.
Rip and tear until it is done. So what's the amalgamation doing? Stare.
Actually, hold on. I can find the. Hold on. I gotta find the right one. Nope. Okay, so put look in the menu. This is what the amalgamation is doing.
Oh, I can't be that.
Oh no.
Hey yo, what the amalgamation doing?
Okay, I'm back.
Oh
Hello.
god. It's him.
I had, I,
He
I,
just
had,
put
I had to
in.
use phrase poopy scoopiness.
What?
You had to what?
You
Yeah, phrase
what?
I can't even make. I can't make this fucking.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I can't
yeah.
make this.
No.
It's
No.
melding time.
Me waking up from this bad dream. Is it over? Looks to the side of my bed. Knows the
It's
amalgamation's there.
melding
No!
time.
Hacker Simulator is on sale for $7.49. Hacker Simulator. Just like running with rifles.
Running in the 90s.
How much longer do we have for our bio break?
Until fucking Fray gets back.
Okay. I'm just
Wherever
gonna
Matt gets
quickly
his.
run downstairs.
Whenever he gets his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we could do quick game of Smite.
Let's
No,
go.
No. Maybe
Okay,
not.
I have returned. Sorry about that.
Oh
All right.
god damn it.
So what's
Oh,
up?
sorry, Fray. We're in the middle of a smite match. Give us a moment.
Of course.
No, but Lynn did just leave.
Wait, I actually had to go to bed.
No.
No.
Alright, I'm back.
That's all right.
Hold on, I need
No.
to send,
Bum, bum, bum,
I
bum.
need to send Fray a link. There you are.
You didn't send me a link.
Hey, Fray, look what I sent you.
There you go, bud.
Oh, thank you. The murder of Sonic. I need to get this.
Fuck Hacker Simulator. House on the Hill is cheap too and infinitely better. I love that.
Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog is free on Steam right now.
I can't believe it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
Sega put out a game that is quite literally a visual novel, hunt the killer style story where Sonic's been murdered, and I can tell it was made by people. I can tell it was made by people who actually really liked Sonic because they took one of Knuckles' old designs from the old VHS and put it in there.
Did he have the oh, no, it was
Yeah,
a hat, wasn't it?
he had the treasure hunter hat.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, man, that's nice. That makes me happy.
Oh, Matt, Frey, I want to see you replay through the really fast Sonic game that was glitched.
I
Sonic
am actually
Speed.
I am saving it for stream when I officially start streaming because
Wait,
I
I'm gonna go grab a snack. I'll be right back.
go grab a snack, get water, get everything. This is the time to.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Fucking Quest. Your stream's not Seisho, right?
It is
Your
not-
stream. Seisho? No?
It's
Yes.
not safe, so I don't believe.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. The only reason why I'm mentioning is because you know how like sometimes if you scroll down you go like new and trending on Steam, it's like, oh, here's all this stuff and blah 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 blah, right? Within the top 5 games are 2 games on here that I'm just like, oh my god, people are horny. Before I read them out loud, I just want to make sure it was okay. Number 2, Cybercom Pussy Attack. With like a red exclamation mark emoji. And then number 5 is Hot Pussy College 2 with a strawberry emoji and like
Oh my
the
God.
18 cross out emoji.
The first one.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But yeah, it's just
The first
fucking
one
hell,
was
people are
fucking
horny on
funny.
Steam.
Yes.
Ooh. Auction Not Included is on sale for $8.50.
Wow.
I really like Planet Zoo. No, I wouldn't. Who am I kidding? I'd play it for like an hour and then I'd go on board with this. Room Factory 5 is on Steam? Fuck yeah.
What is?
Room 3.
Factory 5.
I
What
love
is?
the Room Factory series. Room Factory 5.
Hmm.
Like, dude,
Right.
I love Rune Factory Tides of Destiny.
I used to know a person who loved that game.
Oh, really? Like, fucking a little fun fact here. I like that game so much in like its general map that I based very heavily the map of the campaign that I'm currently trying to get up and running with fucking the new campaign, the replacement for the Fate campaign. I based it super heavily off of the world map of Tides of Destiny.
So it's a ripoff. Joking. Please don't hurt me.
Okay,
No.
Kill him.
No.
Kill him
No.
now.
No. 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 I thought we were friends.
Make me deep fake messages against
No, you're making. Oh god damn it. Deep fake.
I'm
What
making
is
it
it
seem
gonna have
like
this
I
time?
was a good guy.
What is it gonna have this time?
I was about to say it's already April 2nd. We might as well just put some of those deep fakes in like Spite Shift or something. Be like, I can't believe some people in this server, and it just says you and
Yeah,
you.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I missed my opportunity to post deepfake conversations on Twitter.
Mr. Chance, damn you.
God, that would have been
Damn
such a
you!
funny
Damn
thing.
you all to hell!
Just deep fake it and make it look like it was posted on April 1st.
yeah, there you go.
All right, yeah, all right. Listen, you guys drive a hard bargain. Hold on real quick. I need to go to a stream conversations where I have access to multiple different images, so I can then copy and paste other icons on top of it, and then was my life.
Make your own kind of music. Sing
Oh my
a
god,
special song.
What's
I
wrong?
love it. Pedro Pascal, Nicholas
Have you
Cage.
seen the have you seen the meme from like I mean, I'm sure at least like if somebody has seen the meme, like from like I think what was it, the something weight of something talent with like Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal. And there's like a moment where they're driving on the highway. Nicolas Cage is looking at Pedro Pascal's character with like with like just sheer confusing. Pedro Pascal's character is just having the time of his life.
Yeah, it's just happy. I've seen that meme too. I love
So,
it.
a little fun fact.
It's fucking great.
Me and you actually watched that movie
Because of the meme.
because of the meme. Yeah.
Because I kept sending him videos of the meme. And he's like, hey, dude.
And so, what the context of that movie is, right, is Pedro Pascal is supposed to be this big, massive fan of Nicolas Cage because Nicolas Cage is playing a version of himself in that movie. And it turns out Pedro Pascal is tied to like a criminal organization. And so whenever Nicolas Cage goes there, the CIA is like, "Listen, Nick, we want you to act like a CIA spy with against Pedro Pascal." And after convincing, he goes, "All right, fine, I'll do it. I'm Nicolas Cage." And that scene is like during a cutscene where he was just told that he like did horrible shit, but he has to continue playing along with it. So Pedro Pascal is so happy because it's Nicolas Cage. He's a massive fanboy, and Nick Cage is like, "You're a criminal."
You've murdered thousands of people.
What's this movie called? I need to watch this.
The unbearable weight of massive
The unbearable
talent.
weight of massive talent. Okay, yeah, I just remembered it.
Great.
Nicholas Cage and Pedro Pascal. Those are two actors I never thought I would hear in the same sentence.
Dude,
Hey,
it's so
if it
funny.
works,
Their
it works.
entire thing is they're writing like a spy movie as they're like hanging out together. And Nicolas Cage is a spy. It's like there's this one scene where it's like Pedro Pascal is like is shooting off at like he's skeet shooting basically. And there's this whole scene where it's like we should like have some motive for like kidnapping one's family, and, and Nicolas Cage is like, well, if you were to kidnap someone, what would you do? Because he's trying to figure out like where Pedro Pascal kidnapped and is holding a girl, and it's like, how would you go about it? Where would you hide the girl? And they write and talk about what they would do if they were in that situation.
It's
What a
great.
time.
It's a great film.
Man.
What a time.
Man, it's ghetto here.
And if I
I'm gonna
remember
wait.
right, the big twist at the end of the movie, fucking mwah, I love it. I'm not gonna say it because I know some people
Yeah.
might be in spoiled.
Yeah. You know. Yeah.
Lynn is not.
I'm back.
Oh, Lynn is.
Oh, very good.
Welcome back.
Make your own kind of music.
Okay, do Matt
Sing your own
or
special
Fray,
song.
Yes.
the big goopy creature is grappled,
It
but
is grappled
he
by
can.
fire. Yeah.
Yes, it's not gonna burn him though. That's not part of the thing.
Okay.
But blue. The creature can reattempt the save at the end of each of their turns.
I figured as much.
So, yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, for
Otherwise,
now,
lasts
it's
for 1
grappled.
minute. Mhm.
Alrighty. Yeah, that just
Alright,
means it can't
on
move,
to
correct? Yes. Next up.
Roxanne.
Caladan's turn. Quick question for Matt, out of character. Would Cal have been told like Cora's name before, like in a like passing mental conversations?
I don't think no. So actually, no. Only because they don't remember their name.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to ask just for like roleplay reasons, but well, Cal will say both kind of to like both to nobody in particular and also to her. Okay, buddy, it's that time. And then, as my bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and shift. Boom. And Cal will take on more of a wolf-like appearance. He will basically become a werewolf.
I thought you were going to say gross boobs, and I was about to be like, okay.
He's a buff muscle mommy.
Alright.
Death
he
by
becomes
death.
he becomes very sussy.
Very good. You've now taken on animalistic appearance. Now, is that a full round action, or did that actually
That's
or
a bonus action.
it's a bonus action? All right. So now, what are you gonna
And
do
then
with this thing?
now my actual action, I'm going to go ahead and throw up a primal savagery because I think it's just
I'm going
the
to
casting.
throw up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, wait.
It's a melee spell
Actually, wait.
attack.
Okay, yeah. So in that case, I'm actually going to go ahead and move up to it. I'm a bit confused by the other. I'm going to move up to it, and then with one swing of his now paw-like hand, Caladan is his claws will lengthen and be coated in this kind of strange, dark kind of mucus, and I will attempt to cut into him with my primal savagery.
Alrighty, make a melee spell attack.
Okay, so I don't know if I had this put as a melee attack or not, but whatever. I'll just roll my dice in the roll 20 as normal. Does a 13 hit?
Did you say a 13?
Yeah.
No, that does not hit.
Damn.
Don't forget you also have a +1 because of.
Oh, that's right. Then a 14
yeah.
does hit.
Aha!
Go ahead and roll your damage.
10, 8 acid damage.
Not bad. All right, yeah, your claws cleave into the thing, and that doesn't seem to actually have affected it as well. Wait, how do I put this? I almost goofed that up. That seems to have affected that a lot more than when the bullets entered the creature. So by clawing into it, it kind of lashes out and rears in pain, and then locks eyes with you, or rather turns to you as best it can while being grappled by these flames. It's not very happy with your existence right now.
Cal now with a long wolf-like snout just snarls at it.
I understand. Well, it's its turn next.
And then he
According
died.
to our initiative, it's actually Doku's turn. This monster doesn't actually have an initiative.
Well, you know what? Now I just gave it one. It goes before Doku, and it also goes after Marquis again.
Oh no.
Should have kept your mouth shut.
That wasn't a joke. That is actually where its initiatives fell. It has 2 different initiatives.
Yeah, I mean, I figure it's like one monster. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not.
exactly. That shit needs multiple initiatives. Anyways, this thing is not very happy with you, Cal, and it can't move because it is grappled currently, and it'll have to make the save again at the start of its next turn. Yeah, that's how it goes. So with that being
Also-
said,
No, at the end
Also,
of its
real quick,
turn.
Also,
and-
real quick, I'm gonna give myself some extra temp HP because I shifted.
oh right, yeah,
So we
yeah,
have
that makes
4
sense.
more temp HP. So hot damn.
Very good, very good. Bro.
So don't forget, like, temp HP, it doesn't stack.
Oh yeah, it won't stack, and you already have
Yeah.
some. But if you have
Oh,
more,
okay,
then
never mind.
If it gives you more, then I think you can replace it.
Yeah, you take whichever's
you
the
take
highest
the
one.
highest material, basically.
Okay, never mind then. All right.
All right.
Yeah. Temp HP, real powerful otherwise.
Yeah, really. Yeah, this thing looks at you, and as it does, it kind of, it's not really staring you down, but it's more so kind of flailing because it needs to move. It wants to move, but it can't. And so they are going to basically detach its body. This thing is strange. It's taken on a 4-legged form at this point, I should mention. This thing is more animal-like than complete and total slime blob. And since you're so close to it, out of its form, 2 more arms grow. And attached
shit.
to the end of these appendages are giant mouths. And they go snapping at you, both of them. First one is... Oh. Okay, does a 20 hit? I assume not. I assume so.
To me,
Yeah.
it does hit.
Okay, and then the second one is... That's only a 10. So I'm assuming the
Yeah, no,
second
that's just-
10 does not hit. Yeah. All right.
no, it
Yeah.
doesn't.
Unless you were just not wearing armor and had no dex. All right. Well, that being said... Oh, that's not bad at all. You take 6 piercing damage as the first one goes and tries to hit you, and it lands itself right into your arm and snaps down and then yanks away. The second one, though, it shoots by and plants itself right in the ground. It misses you, but it chomps in. Yeah, that is 6 points of damage.
Yeah, no, bites into Cal's now kind of chocolate brown matted fur. He growls a bit. And now, in kind of a deep voice, goes, "Oh, what the hell?"
How dare you attack me after I attacked you? Anyways, that's everything that it can do at this current moment. So that's the end of that.
It's more the sudden appearance of tentacles. Like, oh, what the hell, tentacles?
Ew! Oh, they bit me.
Oh, fuck.
It goes to Doku's turn now.
Yellow.
Hello, Doku.
Well, since the thing is currently nibbling on Caldane, I find it a great opportunity to finally use one of my poisons for its intended purpose.
This thing is gonna be immune to poison.
That would be so funny. Actually, Doku's poisons can have the ability to get around poison immunity.
Yeah, at later levels.
Mm-hmm. We'll give it a shot.
Okay, so I'll do a little poison attack, which is what's it? Intelligence modifier plus proficiency modifier. So it's /roll 1d20 plus 5. Oh my god!
Did
Wow.
you crit?
Crit fail.
Crit fail.
Wow!
Wow.
Please don't tell me I hit someone with it because I don't want to hit someone with this.
No. I am somewhat in the business sometimes for when a nat 1 occurs, something bad happens. But you know, and same thing with a nat 20, something good happens. You know, you take out an extra enemy, or you cleave off an arm or something like that. I love doing that. The same can be applied for fails, which I give to my enemies as I give to my players. So with that being said, you don't stab anyone.
No,
But
this is a roll to apply poison to someone, like throw
oh,
poison or pour.
oh, I see. So what were you exactly doing? Were you just
I-
like slapping him, or were you just throwing it from across the room?
Oh, right. I don't know where I am, but I was gonna come up in personal and just toss it at him.
You were gonna get up real nice and personal and throw acid in his face?
It's not acid.
Okay, it's not acid, it's poison, so sorry. Um,
It tells me in some cases people might wish it was acid.
yeah.
Yeah, this one you would have wished it was acid.
Yeah, well, as you go to get up real nice, close, and personal, you lean back in an attempt to start getting the poison ready, and as you go to inject, you immediately slip on the goop that it's going, and you land face first on the floor. You're now prone, but you're not hurt, and nobody else got poison.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, yeah! Just immediately slaps Marquis in the face for no reason. He's across the room, he's like, whoa! Whoa!
It's
I
just
deserve
it's
that.
it's only just a little bit necrotic.
Marquise.
Just causes quick cell death. There's nothing major.
No, this one is it fine if I just say the poison I intended to use just.
I mean, yeah, it's,
You want to keep
Oh.
it in character, then you don't have to.
yeah.
Oh. I'm fine with sharing it.
Okay.
It's a poison that would petrify someone in 1d4 turns,
Oof.
while dealing
Ooh.
damage to it over time if they fail their saves.
Yeah, that would have been pretty good. However, you're now in a pile on the floor crying because you broke your nose. Anyway. Damn it, I was gonna finally use my poisons. Anyways, next up on the initiative board.
Hi.
Dude,
It's
are you
me.
okay? No.
So, is it me or is it you? I know it gets 2 turns, right?
No, its next turn is all the way after Marquis.
Yeah, you'll come the
Okay.
initiative. You'll...
I see. What a name. Well, simply put, the only thing I really can do at this current moment is an unarmed attack. I get close to it and I start essentially chomping into it.
Okay, go for it.
I forget how to. It's been a while since I've done this, so round attack, unarmed strike. How do I do that on Roll20?
Well, just click it on your sheet if you have it on your sheet. If you don't, then
I don't
just
think I have one.
and just what's your unarmed attack?
I think it's just as of its current state, just a normal. I think it's a D4. I think plus strength
Oh.
mod.
Ah, yes, and you just do. I think it's roll, 1d4 plus whatever your strength is.
1d4 minus 1.
I'm just swinging.
Exactly.
I'm not good at it, but I'm swinging.
All right, now at least. And this is I rolled D20 to hit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
17. That hits. I'm pretty sure. Then a D4.
No.
A D4. 1.
Minus
Listen.
1,
Yeah, I rolled a 1 minus 1.
so 0. You did 0 damage.
Listen,
No.
okay? I'm not in the right state of mind, okay? The evaluation is very emotional. They're not
I'm
there.
very emotional right now. Just slaps it. It does nothing.
You give him a good slap.
Yeah, you really told that guy who's boss, kind of. Anyways,
You did die.
yeah, you didn't die. Anyways, yeah, no, you did land, and as you collide with it, it turns its attention to you, even though it did no damage, it still recognized that you hit it, and it looks over at you, and it just kind of holds.
You know what?
And-
You know what? I'm seeing a disturbing tendency of in Valentine's creations.
What's that?
A tendency to stare.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. For lack of a better term, it stares at you. And is that your turn?
Yeah, can't really do much else.
That's rough. Okay. Hey, now we get to Tesso. What's up, Tesso? Tuare, what you doing?
Wait, it's my turn? I thought it was someone else's turn.
Wait, isn't it your
No,
turn?
it's not. It's Primrose.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
It wiped her from my turn order. Oopsies.
It's okay.
Bruh.
Look what you did. Look what you did.
Prim is just gonna like immediately leap into action, just like having her helmet build over her head and just run up to this thing, get into melee with it and do 2 plasma blade attacks because she's got one in each hand, so that's a dual wielding attack.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to attack. That is a 17
That hits.
and a 20, not a natural 20 though.
That they both hit.
Okay.
Yeah. From what I come to understand, its AC is 14.
You would be correct.
That's 11 damage for each, 22 damage total. As she
What type? Curiosity.
wipes.
Yeah.
Slash. Let me see.
Is it magic? I think it is. No, it's not innately magical yet, is it?
Oh god, I gotta read.
Let's just go for now. It wasn't piercing damage.
It's slashing. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's slashing. 22! Very good. Now the thing looks at you and
Oh, wait, it
stares.
says here that it's force damage.
Those swords do force damage. Huh!
Plasma. I don't know. Does that make sense? Do you want to change it to slash?
No, I don't care right now. We'll figure that out later. I don't care.
Okay.
Anyways, is that everything you can do? Paul?
I believe so. Yeah, that's everything I can do.
Okay then. Now it's Tuare's turn.
Nope, my
No.
turn.
It's
What?
Marquis' turn.
Tuare is a 9.
It's Marky Mark's turn.
You doofus.
Marquis, you're drunk. Do
Yep. Hey, you wanna know what I can do when I'm drunk? Doesn't require me to actually make any attack rolls. So again, sitting backwards in my chair, the fucking rolling chair, holding the bottle of fucking liquor. I look at the big slimy thing and go, "Hey, your mother's dead. Life is unfair, and there's nothing you can do about it." And I'm gonna use my spark of creativity to demotivate this thing. It's going to take a minus D4 to attack, saving throws, and checks 2 times. Am I muted? No, I'm not.
Nope.
No?
You're audible.
Okay.
No, I can hear you.
Oh, I was muted. I was saying, all right, perfect. I'll just modify that.
Excuse me.
Okay. And then finally, I'm going to hold out my other hand that doesn't have the malt liquor in my fingers, take back my chair, snap, and as it does, it has an electrical occur. Please give me a con saving throw.
Okay. Ouch.
DC. Let me double check with the DC.
You don't. Yeah. Tell me, but I can guarantee you that a 3 does not pass because it has a +4 to its con, and
Nope,
then you
it
took
was
that away.
DC 14.
Yeah.
It's going to be blinded for a round as I
Oh,
kick my
good.
chair back down the hallway.
Very good.
Damn, bro, you got the whole squad.
And nope, I can choose who is affected by that.
Damn, bro, you got the whole squad blind. Can you imagine? Like, I got him. Everyone goes blind. Yeah, no. All right, is that your turn though?
Yep, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Now it goes back to the slime monster. And now it can actually make a saving throw against the grapple.
The question is, will it pass?
It's at the end of the turn.
Oh, it's at the end of the turn. My bad.
Yeah.
Well, either way. Well, then I won't roll that
No.
yet.
Well, wait, Matt,
Thank you.
you just skipped my. Oh wait, no, never mind. It has
The slime monster. The slime monster goes again. Yeah. Anyways, though blind, bound, and screaming at this point, in either pain or anguish from being roasted, the thing kind of just starts flailing, and every melee attacker or anyone within 5 feet, I'm gonna make an attack roll against you because it does a whip attack. It takes its tail and literally just flings it around its whole body, smacking at you. So there are 4 people in melee. There's 3 people in melee combat. That would be Doku. That would be Doku. That would be Primrose, and that would be Cal. So
Yes.
this
I
first
as well?
one. Oh yes, you as well. That first one will be going on whoever hit them first, which was, by all accounts, Cal. And I have to take a -4 on that. So that actually does not hit. Boom. You're safe. It goes past you.
I mean, it doesn't have blind sight.
Yeah, exactly. Now that goes away. Boom.
The blindness still remains.
The blindness still remains. The second one, it has disadvantage, so that does not hit. That's on you, Valen. It doesn't work. The next one is Doku. Thank God for disadvantage, because that was a nat 20. That is a 13. I don't think that hits.
Let me see what my AC. Yep, it doesn't hit.
Okay, and then the last one, it goes to Primrose. Ooh! That is a 19 plus 4. That is a 23. With disadvantage, mind you. The other one was also a 19.
Jesus.
I'm so happy I'm a debuffer.
Yeah, really, it's nice to have. Anyways, everybody else, you're safe from its flashing and flailing. Prim, you don't get so lucky, and you take... Oh, that's max damage. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked back 10 feet. It smacks you out of the way. And that is... Oh, wait, and then I can make the strength save to see if I make it. Wow. Wait, what was the DC?
Eugene.
Gene.
Oh, 14.
Okay, I just fucking made it. Thank you.
No.
Literally, I was
I
at
should have said it was 15.
I can't believe I should have lied. That's fair. Anyways, that's its turn. Now it goes to Tuare.
All right. Don't forget,
Alright.
guys, because it's blinded. Advantage against it.
Yeah, you have advantage against the thing.
Yeah.
Mac, can this room accompany a large creature?
This thing is a large creature.
Okay, then.
Can it accommodate a second one?
It'll be a... We'll say this, it's gonna be a tight squeeze. But yes, it can accommodate both of them.
Okay. So Tuare's gonna do what Tuare kinda does best. Pulls out his little magical pouch, and out comes a giant golem being Boris.
Little bitch boy.
Oh.
He just flung into his pants.
Babu.
I don't know what Tuare does best.
That's true.
Damn, bro.
We all know what Tuare does best. Getting shot. Immediately dies.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Anyways.
I summoned Boris in attack mode.
Okay. That'll cost you 1,000 life points, but he's here.
Okay, yeah.
Know what you're doing,
That's
boy?
what you get for special summoning, you dick.
Yeah.
and in the words of a certain pink starfish, die bomb, and here comes a giant fist, and I'm gonna try to hit it, or at least I'm gonna command Boris as my action to hit it.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. AC's 14, so.
Just hit
Don't
it.
forget advantage because it's blinded.
And you have advantage because it's blinded, and there's a +1.
From Genevieve, yep.
Okay, so it's a 15. It hits.
Yeah, all that attack roll was for crit fishing.
Let me look at its damage again. I need to look at.
All right.
No, it's one.
How much?
Yeah. I'm looking at the damage real quick for. Okay, so that's how much. It's been so long since I looked at this document. And hold on 1 second. So. Okay, so in that case, and when I hit it, because this motherfucker has his own version of Smite, I'm gonna use 2 charges on my Bygone Keystone to get them allowed to deal an extra 2d6. So it does 1d8 plus 2 plus 2d6.
Okay.
8, and then 0. So 12 damage in total. 12 or 8 bludgeoning, 4 fire.
8 bludgeoning, 4 fire. So as the fist kind of collides with this flubby-dubby mass, the fire seems to give some pain to it, but the bludgeoning it kind of just shrugs off. It kind of again now turns its attention to Boris. But is that your turn?
Wait 1 second. I want to make sure of something real quick. It's actually force damage. I don't know if that changes anything.
Oh yes, it does. Okay, I thought it was just bludgeoning. Boop.
Yeah, I did too. I forgot I made it force damage.
I forgot it was force damage. It's okay. I will say this: it'll be good to review your guys' sheets again in the coming days because combat is going to start becoming a little more prevalent. Now, keep in mind, combat is still going to be dangerous, and there are no resurrection spells. So if you can avoid it, you absolutely can. But just keep in mind that as you guys have lost your safe haven for now, it's going to be a little more rough out there. Now, continuing on, is that everything you can do, Fray?
Yeah.
Okay.
I punched it real good, I guess.
All right. Well then, we go back to the top of initiative then, yeah? Genevieve!
No.
Yep.
No, we don't.
I'm here.
Nope, yeah, that's it. All right, bye everybody.
Deep, that's all, folks. Okay, Genevieve is going to pull back the hammer once more.
I'm about to drop the hammer.
This is not ideal. It'd be nice to be able to just sit back and not immediately have the next problem breathing down our neck, but who knows? Okay. And she is then going to fire once more. With advantage. There we go. Another 9 piercing damage.
Bad. And once again, the bullet lands, gives way, and then begins to drop out of its form. But it still does hurt.
Right there. I'm gonna make another. This time I'm going to vitals check. Study the creature's anatomy. That succeeds. And then going forward, I'm going to be doing at least a little bit more damage.
Good. I will say right now, this creature is bloodied. For the best version I can say of bloodied, at the very least.
Okay.
It's been bloodied.
Okay, on to Eugene.
Me. What?
Eugene.
Yes, me, Gene.
But that could be onto you, comma Gene or Eugene. Anyways, I'm sorry. I was just it was an unintentional pun. By
Gene,
Randy.
me, Genevieve, together, strong.
Together, strong.
Genes together, strong.
I'm gonna shoot at it. Also.
With fire.
With a gun. With
a
fire,
gun.
yeah.
With a
Just
fire
like-
gun.
gray spiritual flame as I wait for the slow motion dice to roll itself to. I got 11. Oh wait, it's with advantage. Okay, well, wait, that was
And
more
add a
time.
+1.
There's got to be a better way for me to do this. It's bounced.
I mean,
Now
there's-
it's 19.
There is
Okay, there you
just
go.
there's just a normal dice roller on 20.
Yeah, roll 20
Yeah,
does.
you add
That's
dice roller on roll 20. You also have Discord as well.
Yeah,
That's
the
true.
Discord dice roller.
yeah.
I literally sometimes just use the Google dice roller.
That works too.
It's 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Bernie.
Pew. You've been pewed.
Phew.
Damage is
got
damage, and I'm not
pewed.
going to complain. It has been pewed. Understandable. All right.
Mhm.
Now, is that everything you can do this turn?
Yeah. There's more I could do, but I don't want to. It's okay.
Of course. Do keep in mind, all spellcasters, you absolutely do have access to spell weaving here still. That's still a skill.
I mean, if only I had spells.
Your magical abilities count as spells.
Yeah, magic is for chumps.
Magic is for chumps. Genevieve has gun. Anyways,
Yeah.
with that being said, then we go to Caladan again.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is, as my bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and, well, Cal, his claws are going to extend again. Again, this time it's going to appear to be more long-lasting, as I will use my bonus action to use my wild form to give myself an extra, or not really extra, but like, to now give me 1d8 slashing damage to my unarmed strikes.
I understand. Very good. Now, hit thing.
Now I shall attack, because that was my bonus action. And I think this is an advantage because grappled, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's no longer grappled, but you have advantage because it's
Oh.
blinded.
Yep.
Oh, okay, my bad. I got
And it's
confused.
going to be blinded until the start of my round.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll this twice. Because and this is a flat d20 because my strength mod is a negative, but I have a +1 because of what Genevieve has given. So now it's just a flat roll, I think. So the highest roll out of that is an 18 for the first hit.
That will hit.
1d8 -1. Oh, I'm fucking dying. I got 0 damage.
You did 0 damage? God damn it, why does this keep happening?
All right, let's try this
at least we're not-
again
at
with
least we're
the
not the only
second
fear
time. around.
damage club.
Hey, yo, 0
Oh my god,
damage.
not 20!
Okay, good. There we go. The duality of man. Now do damage.
2d8 -1. For God's sake. Okay, 10 damage, 10 slashing.
There you go. All right.
So
And
the
with-
first one, Caladan's paw just kind of bounces off of its gelatinous form. The second one, he definitely carves into one side of it.
Mm-hmm. As you do cleave into this thing, you because of course you got a 20. You manage along that gash to detach one of its bite arms as well. So now its bite hand attack can only do one. As it clutters to the ground and begins to melt, flopping around, and then goes still. Congratulations. It can only do one of those. However, now it's this thing's turn. After feeling that... Oh no, it's not biting. Well, at least not in the traditional sense. You're very close to this thing. And as you cleave through it, it takes immediate notice of that. I need you to make either an acrobatics or an athletics save, as this thing's body parts open into a giant mouth and goes to swallow you.
Acrobatics.
Oh.
Haha, 23.
Good, you made it. Yeah. It chomps down on you, and it goes to chomp down on you, and you very quickly get out of there right before it can swallow you, and it roars in anger as it turns towards you. That's its turn. We go now to Doku.
Okay, I use my movement to stand up.
Attack of opportunity for standing up. Mhm. Anyways, so now we get to this, and that is a 23.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. It wasn't a nat 20, so that's good. As it goes for a slime whip, and it knocks you back 10 feet, and that also does 10 damage. I keep rolling max.
Ow!
Damn.
Yeah, it knocks you back 10 feet. You collide with one of the tanks, and then you hit the ground. But you're back. Obviously, you're not prone. Yeah, you
Oh,
just.
that's good. I mean,
Well, yeah, you're not prone this time. But hey, you got up. You still have your action.
hell yeah. I will now attack it with. Oh wait, no. What? I forget the things about the poison stuff and how I can use it. I should have probably read it before my turn. But I will walk back into the range of this thing and try to apply that poison on it again.
Go for it.
Oh.
Okay,
Celesterius rated into us.
Oh, nice.
I wanted to raid into them. Celeste.
Ah,
God
damn.
damn.
There goes our plan for after the stream.
We were literally gonna raid into you.
How could you?
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Wait a minute, young shit.
Lim Gambino,
Wait
thank
a-
you very much for following.
Oh. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome.
And- Hey, and Momonga. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for
Momo's
following.
here.
Amanda.
Wait, is that Momo?
That'd be Momo.
That's
That
Momo.
Oh, that son of a bitch! Get out!
No, don't get out. Stay. Momo.
Stay.
That's a joke between me and him. Please don't cancel me.
All right, everybody. The Twitlonger is live.
Don't make me smack.
We-
Don't make me slap you away.
Local VTuber tells his friend to leave stream chat. Ends horribly.
No, I just like beating. I just like beating. Oh yeah, that's not. Oh no, don't hurt.
You just like beating? Okay, local VTuber
They
says
got
he
worse.
likes beating.
Oh,
Local
boy.
VTuber is no longer so local.
Admits to beating significant other.
I can't believe this.
Significant other. He's just the skeleton I like to beat the shit out of. It's fun.
He's just
Admits
Well,
that he
Mr.
doesn't
Canasta,
care about it.
welcome in.
You don't expect forgiveness.
Listen, no. How dare you accuse me of undead hate crimes because I'm undead as well.
That does not mean that you cannot commit hate crimes.
So, to give an idea of how
Uncle
things have gone
Tom
so far,
asked undead.
to give an idea of how things have gone so far, we were we just got out of a raucous bash of a party where it literally got blown up with a magical bomb. Barely made it out with our lives after getting people out of the building, rescuing as many as we could. Yeah, onto the streets. Saw in a news report that our benefactor had been arrested by what is the this world's equivalent of soldier.
That's wrong. We're fighting a slime thing.
Then we went on the run. We tried to find a new new hideout because our previous one is now completely compromised. We went to an old colleague of mine's burnt-out mansion, and there we found one of her old experiments, which is now trying to eat the man sitting on the couch. That should be said, the man who is sitting on the couch wrong.
Also,
The one who is hovering on the couch right now.
AKA, shit's fucked, we're fighting a thing.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
and now
no,
spotlight back to me. It's my turn. Yes, the blue-haired child. And I rolled
No.
a 23.
becoming too powerful. No.
How could you?
Going Super Saiyan.
Oh boy.
Let me do
no.
my thing.
Speaking of
Oh.
which, Doku, as as you've attempted to stand up, the creature roared in anger and smacked you with one of its multiple tails, sending you flying back into one of the glass tubes, or the glass tanks. But you're not knocked prone. You just are knocked back 10 feet. So you either have to engage again, or do you have a ranged attack?
Oh yeah, I engaged again and then tried to pretty much opened my poison vial and just with a swift hand movement or arm movement poured the thing on it. And I already rolled the roll and it's a 23.
Okay, good. That hits.
Wonderful.
Are you just pouring acid on their poison on this thing?
No, it's one of the 2 poisons, all of 2 poisons I can make per short rest, which is completely randomized out of 6 times 6 poisons. 36 poisons. And this one's a beautiful one. So, firstly, it's poisoned now.
It's
And
immune to
this
poison.
ah,
I'm fucking with you. It's not. this one is not. I was just fucking with you.
you know of such great ways to upset me.
I know. Anyways, go on. What is it doing?
In first Yu-Gi-Oh, then Soul Calibur, and it's again.
My Soul Calibur.
Connect forward chess. What?
Everything.
We even played Uno, and that didn't even work out right.
Damn, bro.
Hey, at
Anyways,
least you
bye,
have Uno.
Celeste. Celeste, I'm
Hey.
really glad you had a good debut stream. I clicked in a little bit, but we had
Same,
to stream
I
ourselves.
love your new PNG. It's amazing.
Yeah, you did really great work. We stand Celeste in this household.
That we do.
Hell yeah, Celeste.
Yeah, go get some rest. Take
Yeah.
care of yourself. We'll see you later. Always good to hang out. Well, take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
big
Need more
goober.
curbs.
More curbs.
Send me more.
With the entire pretty much at least half of the group here is subscribed to the Celesterius Kirby newsletter,
Yes.
and we all appreciate it. Yes.
We do.
Go take care of yourself.
Indeed.
We'll see you later.
All right.
Oh,
So
yes.
what does this poison do?
Okay, so it first has the custom effect called Poisoned, which is something different in this class or subclass. They get 1d6. They get the amount of proficiency of the characters times 1d6 poison damage at the start of their turn, but they can roll a con at the end of their turn to just negate the entire thing. I'm just gonna send a screenshot.
Tell me this. How much damage does it do?
Currently 2d6 damage, and they have disadvantage on one saving throw of my choosing, and I pick con.
That's a good idea. All right, sounds good. Roll that damage first and foremost.
Okay, 2d6. $10 damage.
Not bad.
And the additional effect that this poison has is on table 6 of group 6, which is the victim's skin begins to petrify. Within 1d4 turns, the victim is fully petrified and will be regarded as a solid stone construct. And I'm also just going to send a thing here.
Okay, so I have to make a con save.
Yeah, at the end of the turn.
Okay.
Let me put the 1d4. Where is it? There. It has 2 turns. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Does that mean I now make the save?
At the end of the turn.
But is at the end of its turn?
Yeah, at
Okay.
the end of its turn.
I was like, but it's the end of your turn. All right, anyways, this thing is not looking very good. It's clearly on its last legs, and as we go over to Valen's turn, I ask, "What are you doing?"
Am I doing?
Yes.
Doing your
Well-
mob? No.
Same verse. Second. Fuck.
Second verse.
Second verse. Same as.
Take two.
Yeah. Brain working great.
Rip and tear.
Yeah, or at least attempt to, which is we know how well that's going to go. 23. I'm not. Yep, nope.
Advantage.
Because it's
Oh,
blind.
advantage?
Because it's blind.
You have it.
Yep.
It's blind.
It is blind still.
Yeah, nope, still no.
Yeah, no, alright.
Roll a 4.
God damn it.
No.
Okay.
Continue on.
Well then, it goes down to Prim.
Well, so okay, I've been pushed 10 feet away. So I'm like, okay, let's go for something ranged. I am instead going to use. Let's just do this. Let's just finish this off and kill it. I'm gonna use my missile launcher.
Just gonna pull out the. Okay, yeah, I know what to do in the small
I know
laboratory.
what to do.
Rocket
Yeah,
launcher.
I'm
Small
using
laboratory.
my missile launcher back module. So she kind of it's
Also,
very
what would the
much like
attractive
Farah from Overwatch, where like some compartments in her back
Real quick,
armor open up.
June. Does that missile launcher have like? Is the explosion an AOE?
No.
No.
Okay.
It's basically physical magic missile.
That is the only thing that I worry about.
Yeah,
If it's
frankly,
AOE, I'm not gonna do it.
yeah, frankly, what this more equates to is it's more of a dart launcher, if anything.
Yeah.
But anyways, continue.
No, yeah,
Big
her
gun.
compartments in her back armor open up, and she uses this missile launcher. It does. It's like magic missile, so it auto hits.
1d4. Yeah.
It is. Where the hell is it?
Man, stuff combat's fun to combat.
Yeah, no, exactly. Don't worry about it. As I said, we'll review our sheets for next time because combat's going to become much more
Okay.
prevalent.
5 homing missiles, 5d6. So I'm gonna do 5. So 24 points of damage.
Prim, just how do you want to kill the thing? Like, if every single one of those did 1 damage, it would have killed it. It had 5 health left. 5
Okay.
auto hit attacks. It's dead. How would you like to finish the creature?
Yeah, so like I said, she like gets pushed back and she's looking at this thing and she's like, let's just finish it already. We're done with this. And the missiles fire out and hit this thing, and it explodes in every direction as it's being pummeled by these missiles. And it just kind of like singes and burns this thing as it's blasted. So yeah. It's
As
dead.
it do be dead, the creature roars out one last time. It staggers back at this point. It's blinded. It's hurt, and then its frame collapses on the ground. And for a moment, you see the slime-like substance that it's kind of created from, almost moving like wax, I guess would be a great way to say it. It starts to shrink, and it begins to coalesce in more of a less monstrous, more humanoid-esque figure. And it eventually forms into almost like a mannequin. It doesn't really have many facial features. It's very simple. It looks humanoid is what I should say. But it kind of tries to stand up, and it slips, and it fails, and it falls on its face, and then it looks over to Valen, and just for a moment claws its hand out trying to reach, pretty desperately, and through its scuffed form and its breaking body, it kind of goes, "Mother," and then collapses. And
Oh, nice. What I said really would have hit it hard.
yeah, that really fucked him up. And then it completely goes limp, and the ooze and wax of its form kind of just melts off, leaving behind almost like like as I said, a mannequin. It's a base body, with just a small little power source embedded in the back. From what you can tell, you see glowing from it this very faint purple crystal, but it is dead.
Genevieve is going to approach slowly. Going to pull the mannequin out of the goop. Turn it over. Examine the crystal. Well, there's little doubt what exactly this was. She's then going to take out flip knife, carefully put it in, and then dig the crystal out. Mannequin.
I
Out of
need.
curiosity,
Yeah, you first, Yin.
before we get too far, should we start wrapping up in a bit?
I was
yeah,
actually going to
that's-
mention that soon, yeah.
Yeah, I was actually planning on this being kind of the little wrap up bit, so don't even worry about it. Because I know this is about the time where Sully has to kind of dip out.
Both of us do, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, absolutely. Yes, we are wrapping. While you go to cut this thing out, I have some questions. You're just taking a scalpel to it basically and just prying it out. Are you grabbing it out once you make a good cut? How are you doing this?
Yeah, basically I'm going to be carefully whittling at the outside edge so that it can basically just, with a flick of the knife, fall loose out.
Okay. Make a medicine check for this one, because this is surgical, I guess. So I could also say Dex, but sleight of hand, I mean, but no. We're gonna go with medicine.
$18.
Okay, that's good. As you pry the crystal free, and you're very careful not to harm the crystal, are you holding it then? Or did you just let it hit the ground? How are you doing this?
No, I'm
So
going to
you're holding
carefully, with a gloved hand, take it in my hand and turn it over, carefully inspecting it. Because this is the power source that gives this thing its drive. I don't want this to hit the floor or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
The floor comes alive.
Yeah, the floor comes to life. Yeah, no. This small little shard, it's not that big. Frankly, it's probably about the size of your middle finger.
I think he knows he's having to go to bed.
I assume that was probably Sully having a bit.
Yeah.
Yep, boom, they're gone, and suddenly there is no Sully.
I should also get going because I got some stuff I need to take care of.
Understandable,
Yeah,
Pop.
yeah, no problem.
We're literally just wrapping up right here, so take it easy, Inf. It was good to have you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, this thing isn't much larger than your pointer finger, frankly. It's but it's humming. There's this faint, resonating heartbeat feeling from it. Whatever this might be, it feels like it wasn't made by Dr. It feels this is something naturally formed, and for the faintest of reasons, you especially, you feel a very familiar feeling, one that you can't pinpoint. As you stare at this purple crystal, it's hauntingly familiar to something. It's hauntingly familiar to the feeling of the nights. It's hauntingly familiar to the feeling of that coldness of magic, that heaviness, that primal chill. Even though you've never seen this before, it feels like you have.
So this is, I mean, to make the logical leap, seems like a crystal of natural genesis or magical genesis?
No, this is magical.
Magical genesis.
That's the one thing you can tell. Even though it's naturally formed from what it seems like.
Which is a whole paradox in and of itself. I can tell. She must have gotten this somewhere, and then, or even gotten a whole source of these and used those in her experiments. This must be the foundation of her research. You said it throbs like a heartbeat. Do I get the sensation that this thing is cognizant?
That you don't know. You can attempt an Arcana check. I will warn you, it's going to be a high one, but you might be able to pull something off.
Actually,
Better to try than
I
to
see
not.
if I think about this.
An 18.
Yeah, no, it. Even though you know that this thing feels alive, you can't tell if it's cognizant. You can't tell if it has any thought. Further investigation may help, and frankly, you'd be in the place to do it. But Cal, what did you want to do?
I want to see if I can recognize anything about this, because this is sounding kind of familiar. This is sounding very familiar to me. Probably, I don't know if this would be familiar to Cal at all.
You personally, and everyone who played in that little one shot would probably have an understanding of what this might be, but Cal probably doesn't. But you're welcome to try.
Okay.
Now
I could.
Genevieve, for her part, is looking over at Balin and going, "Say hi to your baby cousin."
There.
Yeah, I thought that would be the response.
Stare.
So what would I roll to?
You could make it either a history check or an Arcana check, or you could try nature to see where this thing might have came from.
Go with Arcana. Oh, look at that.
What's
Same
that?
roll as Genevieve, 18.
Yeah, same thing. You get about the same thing. It definitely feels like there's something going on in there. If it's cognizant and if it has thought, you do not know.
Okay. So Cal will come out of his wolf form back to his more humanoid form. It's
Which,
kinda
by the way, Primrose is gonna look at Cal and go, "Are you? You're a werewolf."
That's racist.
Yeah, so
I am.
You're surprised that he's a werewolf, but I'm a
And?
man, and I have a giant golem in my.
No, I'm familiar with Little Gretel and the people from there. Everyone knows about that in Iris, but a werewolf? I mean,
And I'm a snake. Like what?
That's true.
you are? I
Yeah,
thought
like,
it was
we're like-
purple.
I'll open my mouth and you see my forked tongue and my things that have been there the whole time.
I thought you were just purple.
Hey, listen. I'll just say this: stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
That is true. We should also make sure that we're safe here and that no more of those things are going to come attack us if we're going to hold up in here for a while until we figure things out.
As long as you don't mean more of me, then yes.
No, not more of you.
I'm kidding.
Oh, is there something wrong with me because I was from Crash? Is that what's going on? No. Yeah. Oh, are you gonna genocide us again? No, it's just like
just because I'm a wolf man, does that give you right to discriminate?
Yes. Joking.
I swear I'm not a furry.
I'm not a furry. Anyways, with that in mind,
everyone's judging.
With that in mind, and keeping up with making sure we stay on time to get everybody out of here,
No.
I will say closing thoughts. Anybody? What do you want to do for the rest of the time that you have here? Are you going to be holding up, trying to find anything? Are you guys going to be inspecting the crystal further? To put into perspective what this place is, now that there's not a giant goop wax monster in the center, you have the main research lab where you are all in right now with six tanks. There's some technology here. Admittedly, it's like 25 years out of date. But you know, it's still technology. There's a few desks. The back room is a bunch of files, and then there's 2 side cabinets, basically. Definitely no place to sleep, but you could make do. how do you all want to spend the rest of the night here, basically, if you want to stay here at all?
I want to eat the rock.
Genevieve was actually considering at one point giving the stone to Valen. But not before, I think, digging around in the file cabinets, looking for any information and maybe some insight as to what this thing is.
Give me the rock. I want to eat the
I want
rock.
to eat the rock.
I'm gonna
Rock.
just drag
Give me.
Before
rock.
I feed you
give
the rock, which
give
might
me.
be
I want rock.
okay.
Give
Yeah,
me
Mister
rock.
Me eat orange, you orange. Me orange, you give me orange.
Yep.
Before I give you the rock, I want to know what the rock is, so you're not accidentally eating something's brain while it's still alive.
Those are questions for later. Give.
Well, while you all figure that out, I think that this will be a good place to wrap up. So,
Me eat orange, you give me orange. Me eat orange, me give you.
and orange now, give orange.
The orange, give me eat. Orange,
Bad
me
amalgamation. Bad.
eat you.
All right. With that in mind, the creature is gone. You have grabbed yourself something very, very otherworldly, and frankly, you're holding a paradox in your hand.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Wouldn't be the first time, funny enough. But
Wow.
But hey,
It's worrying how this is becoming a trend.
it is. However, now I can confidently say, after 8 episodes, we finally had our first combat, and I feel like that's a pretty good chapter end on this one. It's just the starting and the beginnings, which means everybody, you've made it to level 4.
Whoa, a level. A level.
Wait, what?
Before we ended off.
Yeah, and yeah, by all means, finish up, wrap up. I'm just getting ready to end off here, but it's up to you. What do you want to do?
I
Wait,
just
level?
wanted to level 4, yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah. I just wanted to let me just ask, because this was brought up before.
Yeah, for sure.
When Genevieve was helping to inspect the suit, it was kind of discovered that there was like some kind of spirit. There was something haunting.
Ghost in the machine.
A ghost
Yeah.
in the machine.
So
Yeah, what's it?
I think just before we end off, as everyone is like investigating and looking for, gadgets and just
Or reach for the
investigating
rock.
around the lab, Prim is just gonna take some time to herself and kind of look up at the ladder at the sky from where we came from into this bunker, and just kind of off on her own, just say, "Hello? Are you there?"
Are you talking to your ghost spirit
Yeah.
right now?
I'm just gonna try to
We're gonna pick
communicate.
that. We're gonna pick that up next time because
Aw,
that is
man.
hilarious.
Congratulations, Jim. Welcome to the Voice in Your Head gang.
Yeah, welcome to the Voice in
I
Your
was
Head
meaning
gang.
it to be kind of more deep and introspective, but if it came off funny, that's okay.
Both are fine. Anyways, I think that's a good place to end for today. I will make sure that the people who left know that they're level 4. Make sure before next session, really take a look over at your guys' character sheets so you kind of have an understanding of it. If you want to put it in the Roll20, everybody has GM, so you're more than welcome to. As I said, we're mainly like 90% theater of the mind, but we will have some combats, some big boss encounters where that's going to be important to have a grid.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, combat, while it's still not going to be the primary, at least definitely not yet, it will be more prevalent as you've lost your quote-unquote safety net. At least for now, But for now, I think that it'll all come together next time. Thank you all for being here. This was fun. Thank you everybody for rating and staying and listening to me talk on end for like 3 hours. All right, I appreciate it. Thanks, y'all. That's everything.
Thanks
I
for
had.
running.
Yeah, of
Hey,
course.
hold on.
Thank you. guys.
Hold on. Before everyone goes,
Oh, yeah.
look at the camera menu. This
No.
is Valen towards the rock.
Valen at the rock.
Alright, I can't. It can't
Gotta
do
be
that.
careful about letting Valen get stoned.
Right. Ha!
Virtual insanity. Is this a Jamiroquai meme?
Yes.
It's a Jamiroquai meme. Oh my god.
Me towards the rock.
It's so stupid. All right, well, that's everything I had. I'm gonna make sure I make an announcement that everybody hit level 4. And then from here on out, welcome to a bit more of a free roam. You've gotten your bearings in the city. You kind of understand how this works.
And then we lost all our bearings.
And now you have, now you have to get up on your own and figure out what to do next. Also, don't forget that text message tonight. that happened. That's okay. We can. Yeah, don't worry. I will say, who has the coin?
I think I gave the coin to somebody, unless I held on to it.
I don't think we ever pass it further, so I guess you have it.
Yeah, I guess I have it.
Remember what your spirit said? There's something in there.
Yes.
As everybody's getting their bearings and getting themselves all sent off, you feel that tap on your shoulder and a tug at your pocket, kind of indicating you're like, hey, grab this thing.
I will reach into my pocket and take out the coin.
Now, with that in mind, as you do, you notice that the eyes on the coin are blipping red. They're going on and off and on and off and on and off. And as you do, Primrose, you staring up and asking if someone's there, you get a different type of response as you see a shadow of a figure standing over the hatch. And that's where we end off for today. See you all next time.
Interesting.
Oh boy.
Spooky.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Anyways,
eat orange. Give me orange. Eat orange.
Thank you all for coming. Ram, thank you for letting me run. Quest, I will now let you do your goodbyes and your raid and everything else.
Celeste, thank you for the raid. Thank you everybody who came swinging by. I'm gonna go pass along the love to somebody else, seeing as we have a decent collection of people here today. Pass along love. We wanted to raid Celeste before to help celebrate the new debut, but they beat us to the punch on that. So we're gonna go ahead and throw you guys at somebody else. Make you their problem. Let's see. Who is currently streaming? Serving. Steez is streaming. Let's see. Pearl the Otter is streaming. She's doing something. Yeah, let's throw you guys at Steez. He's doing some Pokemon Infinite Fusion, which is fun.
Ooh, good.
Roger. Let's get this show on. I'm going to throw myself into bed basically the moment I hit the start raid, so I'll leave that to you guys. Enjoy yourselves.
Absolutely.
Have a good day.
Good
And now we will jump to the ending screen.
Alrighty.
Be level
Thanks,
4.
everybody. Yay.
Give me rock. Give eat rock. Give orange rock. Me.
That
give
means
rock.
that means you guys can survive more bombs.
No.
One whole third of a bomb.
True.
Thank you for the session, Matt.
Yeah.
How do you do hit dice? We roll average, right?
So you